taking on Jake Rainey out of the Hive.
Go ahead, Jake and Johnny.
EBI veteran John Battle, referee extraordinaire. Black and red for Fuller.
Gray and red for John Battle.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Rainey in the black and yellow. Collar tie, sits with that foot on the hip is Fuller. Trying to extend out in like a little tripod sweep. Still trying to get that foot to the hip. Gets down to his knees here. Full guard for Fuller. Rainey on top out of the Hive, mixed martial arts.
It's always fun to see kids compete at a high level.
Dude, they're getting so good too.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, Fuller trying to get that left leg over top of the shoulder. Rainey recognizes, trying to get his posture back up. Full close guard for Fuller. Working to try to get to his feet, it looks like, for Rainey.
And I believe there's no heel hooks for the kids' matches, correct?
Right, yeah.
Correct.
Now, they can
No
attack
reaping.
below the waist. You can do straight ankles and knee bars, but nothing twisting. And he doesn't have that left leg. Now, left leg didn't make it over the shoulder just yet. Now he tries to shoot that right leg over.
Yeah.
Rainey's very aware, though. Very
Yes.
aware of what's
Yes.
happening here.
And
Both
you
of
could,
these guys real long, too. Long kids, thin kids here.
for sure. And you
lanky.
could tell that they're not
Yep.
trying to go for, especially Johnny on the bottom, not trying necessarily to score a sweep per se. He's skipping opportunities for the sweep in order to set up his submissions. And it's pretty clear what he's doing.
Yeah, and Rainey being well aware, too. Well aware of everything, too. You notice when he stood to the feet, he didn't just, Fuller looked like he was ready to attack that De La Hiva, and Rainey just did a good job of, maneuvering the feet so they weren't there. Now Fuller,
High
from that
guard.
bottom position, very high guard, trying to bring that right leg over the head for an arm lock. Again, Rainey very aware of what's happening, trying to back himself away. Let's see if Fuller can lock this off into a triangle with both arms trapped here.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Very
he's
nice. attack.
scissoring the legs, which is going to keep it pretty tight. And Rainey is really driving his body forward to try to get his shoulders back through.
Look at
Now
that.
got the
Fuller's
arm.
he's going to take it to top position. It's not a triangle either. There we go. Now full mount position
Very good.
Nice.
for John D. Fuller from Team Clinch.
Yeah.
Moving back to the center here.
Kind of giving his best impression of Kyotera there with that high guard.
Full mount position. Fuller on top, Rainey on bottom. Rainey trying to create some space, get back to half guard. Does a very good job. He's got the underhook. Oh, look at him with that underhook. You saw him trying to already start positioning himself to the back. Fuller recognizes, sits to that hip.
Very nice.
Yep, bumps over to mount. Fuller had that butterfly hook in, never let it go. So he's able to take top position, trying to slice this knee through.
Well done.
Yeah, right to mount. Foot's still in. Now he's got full mount position. Fuller all the way up from Frederick, Maryland.
Ooh,
Steps
very
that
nice
leg over
triangle.
the triangle. Yeah, from the mount position. I imagine he's going to try to finish triangle here or start to manipulate that arm. Rainey trying to get himself back clear to try to defend it as a triangle.
Nice.
And he's turning into the choke.
Yeah, this is pretty tight here. Fuller's got the leg
And he's got
trapped
the underhook
with
on the
it
leg.
and
Yeah.
pulling down on the head.
That's
Yeah,
it.
and he's going to
Yeah.
get the tap. John D. Fuller out of Team Clinch.
Anytime you're
take it.
turning towards the leg that's directly against the neck, it just gets tighter and tighter.
Yeah, very
On
good
that triangle.
attack. I'll tell
Nice
you
job.
what, Rainey, fantastic job of defense through that match. Fuller's attack just looked like they were going to reign supreme, man. He
Awesome
was-
technical display, and the nonstop attacking onslaught kept him on the defense.
Yeah, moving on to match number 2 at 165-pound. Jules Knight at 10th Planet. Bethlehem taking on Nick Gullo out of Sarah BJJ. 10th Planet rash guard for Knighton. Gullo in the black. Gullo immediately sits.
What a cool last name, too. Knighton.
Right?
I like that a lot.
He's going to sit to the knees. Scooting forward, definitely. Gullo definitely trying to get to the butterfly here where he's getting both feet in. And Knighton's aware of that. And you see him trying to keep that single leg out of there.
Sure. And you see with the advent of a lot of advanced leg lock attacking, the guard passer is more, they start to play a lower passing game because of that attack. So you won't see too many people passing standing up today.
Yep.
Yeah, it just
Drop
leaves you
into the
too
knees.
wide open.
Yeah.
Now he's looking for that single arm from that butterfly. Beautiful sweep.
Great sweep.
Reverses right back. Knighton back to top position. Half guard with that single butterfly hook in, or that shield guard on bottom for Gullo.
And what I love about Nogi sub-only tournaments is it's a constant setup process for both guys, and you see it in their eyes. It's, I'm setting you up, I'm setting you up, I'm setting you up.
Yep, not worried about giving away points, position.
Right.
Yeah, so all
Very
matches are going to be 10 minutes with 3 rounds of overtime today, and they will be capped at 5 minutes apiece, the overtimes. Good job with that shield on bottom by Gullo. See how he doesn't then have the foot on the hip? How he's got actually the left foot butterfly, but he's using it as a shield.
Very nice.
Knighton switches his knees there to try to free that leg from the butterfly hook. Gullo hanging on to it. Trying to elevate. Trying to high step back was Knighton, and he is going to be able to remove that butterfly. A restart here from the knees and the butterfly. Now did he grab
And
his,
he's got
yeah,
his
he's underhooked
forearm
on
underneath.
the,
And
what's he hooked to? Nice little sweep.
Okay.
Change of positioning here. Now Gullo up on his knees. Knighton seated. Butterfly hook in. Nice control on that wrist. Similar to a Kimura, but he had it with a chin strap.
Sure.
He went with wrist and chin strap instead of a Kimura to roll through.
Sure. It looked like he kind of slipped on a Kimura trap and kind of baited the guillotine just in case.
Passes the side control.
Good pressure pass.
And now we have the constant battle of positional control versus submission attempt. Which one do I go for?
Right. You know what we want to
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
We all know what we want to say. Top side control here for Knighton. Again, we have the 170-pound division. Guys like James Gonzalez, who's the returning champion. Oh, trying to sit to that far arm here. Is Knighton. Lost it on the, kind of lost that arm on the roll through. Now Gullo is going to sit back, and he's got that inside triangle here, that inside Senkaku, and Knighton rolling through, trying to get his knee line free and trying to get Gullo away from that heel. Does a good job getting that knee to the floor. Doesn't necessarily mean he's out of trouble just yet. Reverse Kimura grip, I think, there for Gullo from the bottom position. He's going to use that to sweep back.
Nice.
Now look for him to attack back to that
he's
leg
attacking
that's
it
stuck in the honey hole there. Look for him to separate or bring both legs towards him.
Yes.
He can have a leg weave from there, or leg lace. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Or he can attack that leg just long enough, and you'll see him.
He's
reach
hand
for the
fighting.
right
It's
leg.
doing a good job.
Yeah, and Knighton understands exactly what's
Yes.
happening here. You see him grab his legs and triangle him. Gullo still stays seated. Doesn't want to give up this position yet, nor would I. Good defense
Nice
by
job by
Knighton to unravel that.
And look at that. Swivels his hips to get past
Yeah, he
for
gets
the pass
right
there.
into side control.
Right.
Very nice. And I'll tell you, that inside leg triangle there, the inside Senkaku is not an easy position to escape from. Knighton, very good job defending. And putting himself right into a controlling position.
And he stepped into half guard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
got the head
assume
and
he
arm.
has something
Yeah,
ready.
he's got the head and arm,
okay.
and he's from the mount position here.
And he can finish that from there, but he's
Yeah,
going to want to
absolutely.
slip
He's got
to
a
that
pretty
left
tight
side.
squeeze here.
Yeah.
Gullo. Gullo, I thought he was going to tap. He's going to get
yeah.
the tap.
Nice.
Jules Knighton,
Wow.
10th planet Bethlehem.
Sneaky slipping in that head and arm trick there.
Yeah, very, very nice. Finishes it from the side
Nice.
position. Off to a great start here. And we're moving right on to match 3. Raji Bryson Barrett out of Team Jucal. Finishers veteran taking on Alex Hubin, Miller Brothers MMA. Hubin in the blue and red, black and white for Barrett.
This is going to be an intense match.
Yes, it is. Inside collar tie now with the underhook for Hubin. Hanging heavy on that head, though, is Barrett.
And what the cameras don't show are these are two huge guys.
Yeah, they are. These are
Yeah.
big boys.
205. Yeah.
Little arm drag attempt there. Going to get right to butterfly guard. Trying to elevate from the bottom position here is Barrett. Double unders. Breaking the posture here. Gets to the outside. Looking for just a little elevation sweep. Now full guard. Yeah, he's trying to get over top on that single arm again. That straight arm on arm. Again, you can use it sweep. Watch him try to put that right foot in as a butterfly to elevate as he's trying to extend that arm. Getting that guard up nice and high. Yeah, you'll see him try to turn, and he wants to get more of Alec's Hubin's wrist closer to his head and neck. That'll put a little more pressure on that elbow. He's getting there, but see Hubin's well aware. Waited for his moment, pulls that arm out.
It'd be hard to get without a gi on or a long sleeve rash guard.
Barrett from the bottom position. Here at Show the Art Finishers 5, submission only tournament, 170-pound division. Returning champion James Gonzalez. You got John Blank in this, Ethan Krellinston, David Porter, Garrett Lavaggi, Chase Davis,
and
Ultimate Mat Warrior runner-up.
And Ethan Krellinston just coming in on very short notice, taking on the much heavier guys.
Right? I asked him if he was bulking for this.
Yeah.
He didn't have enough time,
I know.
though, he said. Still full closed guard here for Barrett. Hubin on the top. Out of Miller Brothers MMA. Trying to get that leg over top, possibly to set up an arm lock here. He's trying to get it up over that shoulder. And he's got that arm trapped pretty good. He's hanging heavy on the back of the head. It's funny how he's controlling that arm so well without even touching it.
Yeah.
It was the angle, the positioning of his hips, and the pressure, the heavy pressure on the head that was trapping that arm. Today's action brought to you by Hypnotic, 93 brand, lanky fightwear, Show the Art Academy, Guitaro, Show the Art Podcast, Finishers Podcast, Play of Bowls. Main event sponsors, Cash Checks and Championships, Old Fast Fight Gear, Hayabusa, and Vita Cryotherapy. Full close guard still here for Barrett. Hubin top positions, posture's been broken. Again, looking for that arm is Barrett. And I think Hubin realizes that he wants the butterfly with the right leg, so he's keeping his left knee up and high so that his leg can't circle inside enough to get that.
Right.
And he figures his way out again, articulates that arm, sits up momentarily. He was going to throw back on or fall back on an ankle. Now for the Kimura from this half guard position is Barrett. Hubin stuffing that arm deep.
Hubin doing a good job defending, and there's always a back attack whenever you're getting whenever you're getting Kimura. Oh,
yeah. As soon as he went to that lockdown, and started trying to elevate Hubin up. Hubin went right for that neck. Barrett's trying to get deeper underneath. Hubin sprawling that hip out. Yeah, looking for a Darce now. He's trying to feed that right arm through. Now Barrett underhooks that leg. Let's see if he really tries to stretch out.
Yeah.
See him locking in the
that
lockdown. Now he's
chair.
really going to stretch for this electric chair.
and Hubin really turned his knee before the lockdown got super tight, so that was a really good job there.
Right.
And if you notice, his knee is kind of pointing up now. It kind of really limits what you can do with the lockdown.
Yeah, but that's going to allow him to step over to this leg here. Separates them. He's got that outside Ashi. Let's see if he can make him sit to that hip, extend that leg. Yeah, Barrett's doing a good job. Realizes what kind of danger he's in. He's trying to get that left knee up into the mat.
Right.
Hubin is going to keep trying to extend and turn Barrett to Barrett's left side to try to sit him on that hip.
Right.
And Barrett is underhooking and really pulling himself forward,
Yeah,
trying
driving
to get that knee.
in. Yeah.
Forcing himself in that leg
Yeah.
drag position. And it's all about getting the hips away from you at this point, right?
For Hubin from the bottom, yes.
Yes, for
Yeah, he
Hubin.
wants to extend. Yeah, Hubin, and easier said than done, but possibly underhooking to stretch that leg out a little straighter. And look
And
at
look,
Barrett
right into a head
found
and arm
that,
grip.
that had
Wow.
that split second where that was available, and he popped right over.
Sure.
He's going to end up in a nice,
Hubin,
strong
nice.
position here on top, inside control.
And he could look for the Darce here. He can look for a guillotine. He
Attack
can look
the
for a
arm.
kimura.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had his arm pretty deep there. Now he brings it back and has that cross face.
Sure. And he's allowing the underhook to happen, which is telling me that he might be setting up some sort of mount attack when, you know, Alec goes for it. There you go.
Yeah,
Go.
yeah.
Constant setups, man.
Yeah, it seems like he wants to work from this this side control position, trying to get that foot back out. Hubin throws that right leg over. Yeah, Barrett's just going to move to
Look, he's
mount
going to try to go to
immediately.
that head and arm again.
Move to that head and arm.
I love a classic mount and submit.
So do I.
Right. Crosses
Head and arm
himself over.
really
Oh, the
Oh,
impaler. I've seen this before.
Is that what it's called?
Yes,
Yeah.
where he's going to stick that knee right in the middle of the
And-
chest.
yeah.
And the pressure from the
Oh,
knee in the middle of the
yeah.
chest and the head and arm
you're giving
is
up the
not a
choke.
fun
Oh,
combo. I'll
yeah.
tell you, Hubin is doing the right thing, trying
Very
to get
nice.
his leg
Yep.
involved and breaking it. If anything, it just got that knee out of the middle of his chest.
Is that kind of what Damian Maya was using for a while
Yes.
to finish the head arm triangle?
Yeah.
I think he should abandon that
I
knee
saw
and
it
just
called
drop
it
for
the
the head and
impaler
arm.
before, and I just loved it. And
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think that's
I like that name. I'm going to start using it.
Oh, nice. Great
Ah.
job.
Hubin,
by
great defense, working himself
Wow.
out.
Slid out of there.
Full butterfly guard now.
Crafty.
Tight to the hips is Barrett. Top position for Team Jucows. Raji Bryson Barrett. Yeah, he threw over for that Goga Plata.
You hear all the 10th Planet
Little
guys go,
pause.
whoa.
Yeah.
Alec Hubin, Miller Brothers MMA.
Yes. Place,
Bottom position, half guard.
this place is getting packed, people.
Mm-hmm.
If you're out there watching on YouTube
Yep.
and you're in New Jersey,
Come on
PA,
by.
come on by.
And I'll tell you, that playables, I did not get one because I didn't know what my situation would be sitting here if I had enough time. But
We'll get you one, Joe.
I'm
Dude,
glad I
they
got
look
one before. It was
fantastic.
very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make that two.
yeah, they look fantastic. Hubin
First one I ever had, actually. Very
tight
good.
on this Kimura.
So he
here.
has a back take here. If Barrett can.
Yeah, he
Oh.
kept
Yeah,
that
but that
Kimura. Yeah,
strong
Hubin had that
Kimura grip.
Kimura from
Yeah.
the half guard. Now trying to step over, turn
Mm.
into an
Yep.
arm lock.
And that
He's
could
got it
be
separated into the Kimura. Now he's
really
going
bad.
straight.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's still holding on to
Cross-side
that
arm
Kimura
lock.
grip.
Juji Kitami here turns it into a triangle.
Very
Very
nice.
nice sequence here by
And that'll
Hubin.
be it. Nice.
I'll tell you that. Alec Hubin by arm lock from the triangle position. From that arm lock position, more and more people, I'm teaching it that way too.
Right.
More and more
Yep.
people move to that triangle setup from the arm bar.
And that's because you have a lot more control, right?
Much more control.
of
And now
options
they
in
have
there,
to
too.
focus on
Yeah.
two different defenses.
Yeah. My coach always used to tell me, you want to make your opponent feel like the walls are closing in
Yes.
slowly. And how do you do that? By giving them 8 different submission attacks to defend.
Now, big one here. Vernon Jordan, Anthony McGlynn. Winner is going to take on James Gonzalez in the first round.
Oof.
So this is an
So like a
entry.
qualifier, yeah.
Correct, yeah. This is a qualifier.
Extra motivation.
Indeed, yeah.
Yeah, Vernon Jordan
Oh.
sitting back on an ankle here.
Not wasting
looking for
any
the
time.
outside of the heel. He's in that Ashigarami position. McGlynn looks okay at the moment. He's keeping that wrap now.
Oh. And you can
Yeah,
see
he
James
pushed
Gonzalez
himself
watching.
forward. Spins himself through.
Oh.
Is that a ham sandwich? Was it? No, no, no. Right
Very
to mouth.
nice.
Right to mouth for Jordan. Nice cross face from that position.
Yeah. Hips down,
Yeah,
surface
tot-
area.
Totally flattened out here is McGlynn from the bottom position. Steps across.
Is that
Got
another head
and
arm triangle?
Yes.
What is
Wow.
going on
Yeah,
today? Was there a
he is
special on
tight
head arm
with it.
triangles
It
today?
must have been. Back over to mount.
Back to the mount.
Oh.
Jordan,
Oh.
yeah, big explosive bridge for McGlynn.
Nice.
Rolls him, takes top
escape.
position. Glenn on top. At a Fight Club Jiu-Jitsu. Vernon Jordan, 10th Planet Rochester. Again, 170-pound alternate match. Steps that leg over. If he can roll that through, yep, there we go. Belly down,
down
on
on
that
the
arm
arm.
lock. Winner takes on James Gonzalez in the 170-pound tournament.
And what people may or may not realize is James Gonzalez won our last 170-pound division, so he's the returning champ. So the winner faces the returning champ.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Gonzalez did that last one on short notice in a
Mhm.
ridiculous division.
he
Toe
did.
hold
Ooh,
here.
toe hold.
And he's
Wow.
got it. Anthony McGlynn out of Fight Club Jiu-Jitsu
Very nice.
caught that toe hold, rolled through it. It was very tight. He's going to move on. He's going to move on to face James Gonzalez. Very nice. Exciting opportunity for him here. Get him on our list now. Anthony McGlynn. All right, Francis St. Amour out of 10th Planet Montreal, taking on Tyrone Garcia out of Central Jiu-Jitsu. And everybody, these are just we have one or two more super matches, and then we are starting.
We are moving today.
Yeah, we are really
Holy
moving along. Yeah, and Tyrone Garcia is jumped guard very aggressively here, pushing forward as St. Amour out of 10th Planet Montreal. Trying to get a high guard here is St. Amour, but Garcia is doing a very good job of using his length to keep Garcia's guard down.
Very nice. Is it Tyrone
Now
or
it's-
Tyrone?
I think Tyrone.
Okay, we'll go with Tyrone.
Yeah.
I've rolled with Tyrone before. Very good jiu-jitsu, very crafty, very hard to keep hold of.
Yeah,
so
he's-
I'm excited to see him compete today.
He's doing a good job of getting this guard nice and high, and it looks like he's trying to sneak that left leg up over the head. He's got that arm secured. There's it over the head, and I'll tell you
Ooh.
what, it looked like St. Amour was just timing it, waiting for him to step over, and he pulled that arm right out.
Right.
Underhook now for Garcia from that bottom position.
Garcia training with the ADCC champ JT Torres up in
Yes.
Essential Jiu-Jitsu.
Back to the feet. Full purple rash guard for St. Amour. Garcia in the white and purple. Again here up at Pure MMA. Kimura lock. Yeah, nice. I'll tell you what, good defense by St. Amour. Followed it around. Or I'm sorry, by Garcia. Now trying to stack with those double unders is Garcia. St. Amour, good job getting those legs back inside.
We're going to look to reset him here.
Referee John Battle moves him back center.
EBI veteran.
All right, EBI veteran.
Yep.
Isn't he going to
You got-
He's
EBI?
going again.
Yeah, going
Yeah.
again in this next one. A lot of locals from this one, from this in this next EBI, man.
I'm not saying we're a feeder for EBI, but
Boy,
hint, hint.
right?
But do our tournament.
You got finisher, the last finisher's runner-up, Jesse Childre over there, ADCC veteran.
Yes, sir.
Now to the
Oh,
back for
nice.
St. Amour. He's trying to get to that triangle, but Garcia recognizes, trying to get that left hit to mat. See how he's just not letting that knee get across is Garcia. St. Amour does get the single hook in. Good defense by Garcia and trying to avoid that second grip so he gets to the back. But that grip, that one-on-one grip with the left hand of St. Amour is the only thing that's stopping him from flattening himself back out on a mat. Now he brings that left knee up. Look for him to get some sort of seatbelt grip, I believe. It'll probably start to pull him back towards him.
Oh, he's going
he's
right
under
for the
the
head.
neck. Yeah,
right for
he's
the-
under the neck.
for the Rear naked. Yeah.
Good defense. You know what? His left hand is stuck in that one-on-one. So even if he had that strangle, it would have to be the single arm.
And not at this angle.
No, it'd be a
No,
bad
no.
angle. Maybe Orchard.
True.
Maybe
Very
Orchard
true.
could do it. Ends up in almost like this wrestling spladle position. Back almost to the mat. Good. He drags him again, and it still has that Kimura. So he turned that single one-on-one grip into a Kimura. St. Amour still trying to get to the back.
Very nice.
Oh, and an
Garcia.
arm. He's got an arm trap there,
Yeah.
too.
And it's one of those
If he can
situations.
slide it.
Oh,
That Kimura,
Kimura
grip,
grip.
man. That
Yeah.
Kimura
Yeah.
grip is
So many
so
attacks.
powerful, man. So powerful. The control that it brings. He's just trying to get that left leg to pass the left leg of Garcia.
right.
Garcia is doing a really good job of keeping his hip and thigh in the way there. You know, moving his arm down so that he can block that position. All right, we're gonna move him back.
Just roll him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just roll
Yep.
him.
Just roll.
There we
What I would
go.
do here is I would try to loosen up a little bit.
Right.
Refs don't
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah.
Play that old Michael Jordan push the hips.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. What the ref won't see won't kill him.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't
You
trying.
ain't trying, right? Yeah.
Still hasn't lost that Kimura grip. It is Saint Amour at a 10th Planet Montreal. He has held on to that wrist the entire time.
Right.
See him still trying to feed it back over the head. Now he's gonna
Garcia's
try
doing a good job with hugging
He
that
is.
leg.
Really
Yeah, look, he's getting his
is.
back to the mat here.
Nice.
Now scooting up. There's that seatbelt grip. And as
Nice.
soon as he had the opportunity, Garcia immediately hip escapes back, gets himself underneath into reverse De La Riva.
Sure. And the last thing Garcia has to do is take a breath of fresh air here. He needs to keep moving,
Yeah, right.
attacking. Am I talking too low?
No.
No, I can
Okay,
hear you
good.
fine.
Halfway
halfway.
through. Back to the feet here.
Nice.
This is the longest, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
far.
5 minutes?
Yeah.
One more match, and then we're going to start the tournament matches. Seated position here for Garcia out of Essential Jiu-Jitsu. Standing is 10th Planet Montreal's Francis Saint Amour. Rolling on that Kimura again, gets right back
same
to the
thing.
grip. Other arm this time, though.
Oh,
Right?
that must
No, it
be
is the same
so
one.
aggravating for Garcia.
Right back in the same exact
Yeah.
position, yeah.
Just constantly being on the defense gets you tired, gets you unmotivated to win. It's hard. Let's see.
Split that grip this time. He doesn't have his head scissored, though, right? No. He's
No.
just down on the body, okay.
Yeah.
Keeping that grip, even though he's not on the wrist, he's keeping that. See, he's trying to get to the one-on-one, too, with
Sure.
that hand. He just does not want to give this arm up.
And Garcia's
As-
locking
as
both
he
of his
should.
legs
Yes, it's-
together, which is making it difficult to move.
Yep. And now he's lost that Kimura grip.
So he can get a. There's a guillotine here.
Garcia. Sets
Nice, he's
himself
out.
Back
Look at
up.
him.
Back to a half guard here. From the bottom position is Garcia. We're going to lock them long arms up here. Saint Amour doesn't really have an angle for any Dars or Anaconda or anything like that.
Yes.
Reverse De La Riva.
Saint Amour just looking confident.
Yeah, the
Good pass.
positional control has to have helped
Yeah.
his confidence here.
Although it can be frustrating. You got somebody on the back like that, and you can't finish him.
Very
Yeah.
true.
Very frustrating.
Very true.
Turns him up on his side. He's got that single, that cross grip with the underhook.
Yeah. We do you guys call it the gift wrap?
Gift wrap.
Gift
or,
wrap,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
We're on the same page then.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right back to the Kimura. Trying to bring that arm, but yeah, he's just not in the correct angle for it. I appreciate him just trying, though.
Yeah.
Just trying something different.
We got 3 minutes left to this match.
There we go. Now he's trying to drag him into. I'll tell you what, as much as he's been trying to get to the back, Garcia has done a fantastic job of making sure he doesn't cleanly get to his back. He's had to defend some things, Kimura's, arm lock, stuff like that, but he has never let him actually
Yeah.
accomplish getting
Ne-
to the position.
I don't think he's gotten two
He had
hooks
to
in
just
ever
bring
yet,
it,
right?
see Sam Moore
Yeah,
bring his
he's
hand out,
shaking
shake
out
it
his
like,
leg.
that's a long time gripping. That's a long time gripping. Trying to drive forward. He wants to pop that head out, but that Kimura is locked in.
I keep taking a glance at the names in our 170 bracket today. It's just so
stacked.
impressive to me.
Yeah.
It's completely stacked. Now he's trying to lock up
Nice.
that.
Watch the
trying to
camera,
lock
man.
up that Dars back to center here.
We got about a minute and a half left to this match.
And then we'll see some overtime, man.
Nah, we don't want overtime. We want a
We
submission.
want to finish.
Absolutely. Feet in, looking for that just little dummy sweep.
Do you guys consider a good submission attempt as valuable as like a good knockdown with a punch, like in an MMA situation?
Oh, absolutely.
That's the
I
classic
think so.
debate.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Some people may find one more exciting than the other, but
But they're
when
in
it
the
comes
same
to the
page, right?
effectiveness, yeah.
And I'll tell you, I'm
I mean-
completely biased.
yeah, true.
Kimura
At
locked
least
up
you admit
here
it. I won't. but,
again
yeah.
for Saint Amour. But I'm also I love head kick knockouts. Now he sits
Ooh,
to the arm lock
beautiful.
himself. Very good counter to that Kimura. Double unders here for Saint Amour as he's trying to drive that knee through. He does have an underhook on that single arm. He lost it now. From the bottom is Garcia. They call it, what they call it, 1 minute?
I
1
believe
minute
so.
left, okay.
45
45
seconds.
Goes,
Uh-oh.
slicing that knee through. Big high step over now for St. Amur.
Back take. I think he's going to die for a sub now. I think St. Amur.
Garcia, man, good job getting himself back out of harm's way momentarily.
What did I tell you guys? He's hard to keep hold of.
Yeah.
Right? And now here's the beauty part of this for Garcia, who's been positionally dominated this whole time, is that in the next 30 seconds, if he could survive 15 seconds, whatever it may be, the whole match starts over.
Right. And his
And-
chances increase so much.
Oh, he'll be
So
in a
much.
good
Yep.
position.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll start in a good position.
Oh, omoplata.
Omoplata
Nope.
here,
Ah!
postures
Keep
up,
going.
just shoots the legs up for the triangle here to end. And here we go to overtime. So
Yeah.
listen, in overtime, here's how it's going to work. There's going to be 3 rounds. 3 rounds with a maximum of 5 minutes apiece. One person is going to be able to pick whether it be they want to start from the back or from the spider web or cross-side arm lock position. From there, once the person escapes, that is it. But the time is kept so that
Sure.
if it comes to no submissions, at the end, it goes to that ride time.
Right.
And we
And-
work it just like innings in baseball.
And if the defensive guy does earn a submission, which is very unlikely, but if he does, it counts as an escape, not as a submission.
Right. St. Amur starting on the back of Garcia. Garcia moving, scooting, trying to get that back to the mat.
Sure. And we have not adopted the new EBI overtime round rules.
Where it's only 1, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this is still going to be 3. He is trying desperately to pull him back to control, and he does get it. St. Amur does get him back to controlled position.
Sure. Kind of felt like Mike Goldberg saying that. We have not adopted the new rules.
Tight. Even though he doesn't have a body triangle, he's got them legs in deep, does St. Amur. Turning, trying to get that back to the ground. It's Garcia. Good job of turning back to position, trying to trap that arm.
Sure. And the strategy game here is deeper than many people think because you can either choose to ride out the time in the first round or go for the
that
submission.
triangle from there, very nice. Now he's got to free his leg here.
Oh.
Yeah, St. Amur threw that leg up over, but his right leg was trapped. Was still stuck in between the legs.
Oh,
and
it's escaped.
yeah, when he swung that leg back over, he created a bit of space.
But if he still has the Kimura grip or the seatbelt.
Yeah, I think he's got the single arm here. Oh, no, he does have a seatbelt. That's it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And he's
that's
out.
Wow.
Good amount of ride time
All
though
right.
for St. Amur.
Now, who's more exhausted right now? The guy
think
squeezing with the seatbelt or
I
the
think
guy
they-
escaping?
I think they both are.
I'll tell you that St. Amur has been shaking his hands, so you can tell it's affecting him a bit.
And if his arms are tired and Garcia's going for the arm lock here, that might be a great shot. He could get the win right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So if
Yeah,
Garcia,
I wonder
well,
if
there's
that
going to be
was part
3.
of it. I wonder if that's why
Only
he went
if
for
he
that
hasn't seen it,
attack.
right?
well, if Garcia
If he
gets a
submits,
submission, he wins
he
right
wins.
now.
And
Yeah.
look at
Right.
this, and he's going to go with the triangling over, almost like the
Very nice.
bicep
Yeah, like a
crushes,
bicep
Yes.
crush.
just to mess with them arms even more. He
Oh.
knows they're
Oh,
tired. Now he stretches it
oh.
out.
Yeah.
Nice
Oh,
hitchhiker
nice.
escape.
All right, so he got out much faster there than
Very nice
Garcia
hitchhiker
did.
escape for Garcia, or I'm sorry, for St. Amur. We're going to go into round 2. St. Amur definitely ahead. Definitely ahead as far as
much
time
faster
goes.
escape time.
He's going to start from the back again. Garcia trying to get that back to the ground. Staying tight is St. Amur, but he's off to the side now.
Yeah, Garcia's close.
Yeah, he's
And-
out. Or if he's got that, he's keeping that head and
is.
arm nice and tight. He'd have to retransition
Yeah.
a bit. Okay, sneaks over, maybe try to trap that arm. Sits back. Let's see if he tries for that triangle again. No, he immediately, did you see that? Garcia's right arm overhooked that leg. Good job of holding position here by St. Amur.
So
He's
trying to
actually
get
got double unders here. So let's see if he tries to transition this to a head and arm from
Yeah.
here.
He's
Now-
got an over-under here.
Yeah,
right?
he's catching it from the back, right?
Yeah. Sure.
So I think he's trying to transition this to
Mhm.
flatten him
I
out
think
to go
you're
for the
right.
head and arm.
Yeah.
Yes.
If he escapes.
Oh, from the guard though. Good job of
But he still
recognizing
has-
that
Yeah,
as
that's an
Garcia.
escape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting
Okay.
himself back to guard. Very nice setup for St. Amur. So we're going to go to the bottom of the second here, where Garcia is going to be able to pick again. And again, a
take the back
submission
this
here, he
time.
wins.
Okay.
Yes.
If not, we got one more round after this. Seatbelt grip here. Again, here
It's the first we've seen Garcia here on the back. So
yeah, gets that arm across.
Oh, he's going for the face crank.
Man, just the face crank here.
And that can be
That is very
really,
uncomfortable.
really
Good job of
effective.
fighting that top
Yeah.
hand.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
he's fighting that top hand. I mean, St. Amir's doing
Yeah.
the right thing here, but it's just a matter of tolerance.
Oh.
yeah.
And his head is turned.
Yeah,
Oh,
look at that,
God.
using that opportunity to
To go to
turn
the
his
other
back, but he switches to the other side.
Wow.
Oh, he's
but he still has
yeah,
that top hand.
That arm is sinking a bit. St. Amir's trying to drop his chin down. Body triangle. Not a tight triangle, though.
No, but man, that just makes
but
it all the
enough
worse.
to
Look,
stop
he's
it from
Sure.
turning. Oh, there he goes, trying to scoot his hips out.
Would you try to belly down here and exhaust him even more?
Oh, man. I mean,
If he turns,
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Turns
what an
in.
escape.
All
Nice.
right. We're going to a third.
Oh.
Very good escape.
Oh, there was some decent
This is
ride time
painful.
there, but
Again, today we're brought to you by Hypnotic 93 brand, Lanky Fightwear, Show the Art Academy,
Yes, sir.
Kataro, Show the Art Podcast, Finishers Podcast, Playables, and main event sponsors for the Jason Rao Marcel Gonclaves, Cash Chicks and Championships, Hold Fast Fight Gear, Hayabusa, and Vita Cryotherapy. Back position for this third round. Starting is St. Amir on the back. He removed that leg. He's going to put it back in, trying to trap that arm. But you see a lot more in the high-level, these high-level matches where the guys are taking out both hooks and just going with that.
the one.
Yeah, just going with the single hook in. It makes it very difficult to get the defense back to your hip to flatten yourself out.
Right.
Almost there is Garcia again.
Oh,
Yeah,
good
he's-
control.
Yeah, he's underhooked on that far arm. He's got that far shoulder trapped to St. Amir. Now he turns it back into a seatbelt. Going to try to slide that left knee back under. Yep, there he goes.
Oh, my. That's
Very
great control.
Yeah, very good control. Trying to fight that hook in.
And the back rules are very interesting. Because, he's about to be out.
Okay, now he did this earlier to him in the match where he's got that one-on-one grip. And
Ah.
he keeps it
And he
around
keeps-
when he falls
yeah.
to the other side, so it makes it very difficult
And
for him to
he's
flatten
out.
himself out. There's the escape.
So now you got to go for broke.
He really does because he's
Yeah,
definitely
he's
down
behind on
time-wise.
time. Yeah.
Sure.
Let's see which
The Hail
position
Mary
he
pass.
takes.
Let's
He
see what
does
he
take
got.
the back. Okay.
Starting from the back is Garcia from Essential Jiu-Jitsu under the tutelage of JT Torres. Belly down here. Oh, he caught right underneath that neck on the turn.
Oh,
Yeah, he's got
it's
that
in
single
there.
arm now. Oh, man, now he's behind the head here.
Whoa.
This is tight, and it is clean
And it doesn't
under the
necessarily
neck.
matter that he's.
And he's gonna get the
Nice.
tap,
Nice.
Garcia.
Wow.
I was gonna say it
Tyrone
didn't matter that he had his hand in
Garcia.
there as trying to defend. 'Cause,
The man of resilience.
man,
Wow.
what a
Very
performance by
nice.
both guys.
Yeah.
Very nice. Tyrone Garcia. You know what?
Wow. You called it, Jay. You
Fantastic
yeah.
job. It starts over.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Beautiful. What a war. That was a beautiful match between those two.
Absolutely. And that's what happens when when we go to overtime. It becomes neutral again.
Yes, it does. All right, we got Steve Cast and Eric Straus are coming up here. This will be the last. This will be the last of the matches before we get to. We're going to start the 170-pound division now. 10th Planet Long Island, Steve Caston. In the black and red for Strauser, 185-pound men's division. Sits trying to get to butterfly here is Caston. Wrist control, trying to pull that arm forward, has the single butterfly from that half guard position. Fighting on that near arm. Now grips the cross arm, that far arm. Trying to elevate. He's going to try to get that right leg through to gain that Ashigarami position to the left leg. Falls back on it. Now he has that Ashigarami. Strausser's leg trapped. Let's see if he tries, if Caston tries to advance his control, which he's trying to do. He gets his right leg inside.
Oh, this is a rough position to be in.
He's got both leg traps. Caston knows exactly what he's doing here. Yeah, now he's going to try to attempt, it looks like a heel hook on the inside of that right leg as soon as he gets the separation.
Caston's in heaven right now.
Or
leg
if he
lace,
can get, I was going to say he can get the leg lace. But I imagine he's going to fight for that bottom leg. Yeah. Yep, and there it is, laced over top of it.
He's ready to tap.
And Caston is going to start to stretch, and he's going to get the
Good
tap.
pressure.
Inside heel hook, win for Caston. And we're moving on to the 170-pound division.
Good job.
And we got Anthony McGlynn taking on returning champion, Ring of Combat champion, James Gonzalez. That's Sarah BJJ, EBI veteran.
MMA fighter.
Yeah.
This guy does it all.
Yes, he does. And been around the game for a long time. I've been calling James Gonzalez's matches for about 5 years now. James Gonzalez in the black and white, black and red for Anthony McGlynn. Sarah BJJ, black belt James Gonzalez. Again, he is a finishers 170-pound champion. Stepped in as a last-minute replacement.
Yes.
Ended up taking the whole thing.
Sure. Man, I mean, we have a good.
Right to the triangle. Very nice. Yeah, he slid right from that, and now it's going to turn it into the reverse triangle here, or a triangle here. Pulls it across. There we go. Now he
Holy
fixed
smokes.
it. Went from reverse.
That's
Did
it.
he get the tap
And he's-
already?
No,
Oh,
he
I
was just
thought I saw the tap.
catching his
He's got him
balance.
trapped there nice with an
Yeah.
underhook on
Very
the leg.
nice setup. I mean,
That's
he
it.
went
Wow.
from, and Gonzalez is going to move on with a triangle.
It's nice the
finish.
way he reversed the triangle there.
He's really nice how he reversed it right from half guard.
McGlynn was close to getting that far knee to the ground and
that
escaping.
was a
So,
beautiful setup.
nice.
Right from half guard.
Amazing.
Snuck that leg over to a reverse triangle, reverses it back. Tight finish.
Less than a
Textbook
minute.
jiu-jitsu
Yeah.
from James Gonzalez.
And that's what a returning champion should do. Come in, make a statement.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was beautiful.
And here we have Ultimate Mat Warriors champion.
Okay.
I've been looking
Ultimate
forward
Mat
to
Warriors
this one.
champion, John
Yeah.
Blank, also known as Thor out of 10th Planet Bethlehem, taking on out of Big Brothers, Jerron Hampton.
And he's done our event before.
Yeah,
Jerron
Jerron Hampton
yeah.
is a veteran here of finishers. Thor definitely one of the favorites here today.
Fan favorite too.
Yes.
They call him Thor. Don't ask me why. No one knows. No one's lived to tell the tale, honestly.
And for a big, strong guy for this weight class, Blank is very technical. Very technical.
Is that his last name, or he doesn't have a last name, so he put the word blank?
Blank.
It's just John.
Hampton is carefully, trying to enter carefully here, trying to isolate a leg. From the bottom position is Blank. Looking to elevate with a sweep there is Hampton. Blank moving forward into the butterfly guard. Hops over top with that chin strap.
Oh, he's so strong.
Yeah, and he's
Wow.
got that chin strap nice and tight, and he's just going to square himself back off. Look for a Kimura and arm lock on that far arm.
That control is so difficult. When he rolled and didn't allow him to spin out, that was very, very impressive.
Yeah, that chin strap is tight. Butterfly hook in for Hampton from the bottom position. Weaving that arm through from the top position is Blank.
Nice sweep.
Yeah, also Radius Invitational winner is Blank. But that Ultimate Mat Warriors, man, he had to get through some monsters.
Yeah.
And ended up in the finals against another competitor here today, Chase Davis.
Wow.
Blank lays flat here. Get Hampton to engage.
Yeah, very comfortable being on the bottom.
Trying to hop over top is Hampton.
Nice.
Yep. Gets past.
And it's obvious that Hampton's strategy here is to pass and submit as opposed to a leg fight, if you will.
Right, and it doesn't seem like Blank cares about the guard pass.
Yes.
Yeah, clearly. I mean,
He's not fighting
laying to
it,
his back into an inverted
and I
position,
understand if you're not playing into that game, why are you wasting the energy in fighting a guard pass
For sure.
when you know you're just going to be able to catch them in transition later on from the side control position? So I mean, he's laying completely, inverted here, waiting for Hampton to lay his weight.
I believe John caught Oliver Taza from this very position.
Yes, he did.
Right? It was a north-south
That was at the
catch.
Radius Invitational. Yep.
Yeah. Which is a very impressive win. I mean, Oliver
very
Taza.
impressive. Oliver Taza's
he's the man.
ADCC
No,
veteran.
world champion.
Yeah, now he gets that.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful escape.
Yeah, rolled through to that honey hole. Duran did a good job of not letting it settle. Pushed, got that leg free. Ken Hampton in the brown and black rash guard, top position. Seated in the 10th planet rash guard is Thor. Scoots his hips away, moves here to north-south. Ken here at the Show the Art Finishers 5 submission-only jiu-jitsu tournament, 170-pound division.
Yes, sir.
Returning champion James Gonzalez moves on to the quarters.
Thank you to all the sponsors out there.
Oh, man.
You guys see the
Great,
belt
great.
Kataro provided?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Check out Kataro, guys.
Nice.
They have they make the best
They
belt
make the
out
best
there.
belt.
Straight
yeah.
up.
Yep.
Looking to catching that leg entanglement here, getting to that
And
inside heel hook position.
He verbally
Tapped-
tapped.
Yeah, he
I'm
verbally
good.
tapped quick.
Yeah.
He didn't even, Thor with that inside heel hook. That happened really, really quick. He wasn't even able to finish getting the control of the position. His left leg wasn't even over top enough to lock in that inside triangle. A very good job by John Blank. He's going to move on. Wait a minute. We're getting John Blank, James Gonzalez, second round.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Whoa.
Gosh.
I think that was on purpose.
Yeah.
I think,
Well, thank you.
Now,
All
this is
right,
one
now
of
we
my
got
favorite grapplers, Ethan Krillinson.
Me too.
Ethan Krell's
Yeah.
the former champion,
Yes, sir.
former finishers champion.
His match against AJ Agazarm at ADCC was a thing of beauty.
Yep.
ADCC veteran.
Ethan
EBI
with a
veteran.
nasty triangle Kimura win. Broke the guy's
Yes.
arm at ADCC.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's on the bottom with the brown rash guard is Krellinston.
And Ethan's about, what, 150, maybe a little lighter?
about
Yeah,
45
definitely the,
probably.
the
Yeah.
smallest guy.
So he's given
in
up
this
about 20 pounds.
170,
Yeah. Alex Namath at a strategic jiu-jitsu. This is opponent in the black.
And Ethan's one of the few guys out there that passes standing and is very good at it.
Mhm.
Yeah, very good hips.
I mean, he's a... Oh.
Okay, he's got that outside ashikarami. His Nemeth sits him back to the hip.
And if you're here, you would notice that the crowd just got really quiet.
Yeah.
Everyone, whoa.
Nemeth is looking for,
Yeah. Ethan's limbs are like rubber, though, I'm telling you.
yeah. And he's trying to figure out the position here, see where he can gain his
Yeah.
control. And he's going to
Oh,
take
Darce
it
attempt.
inside. Yeah. He's looking for the inside heel on the left leg of Nemeth is Krellinston. And Nemeth is in a hand fight right now to not let him separate. Because I'll tell you what, if he gets to that grip and he's able to stretch that leg out, now Nemeth escapes, gets those legs triangled again. Start him back in the center. Basically, they're in 50-50,
They're in
right?
50-50,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're 50-50 right
50-50.
now.
JM Holland, EBI, Combat
Combat
EBI,
EBI, yeah.
veteran.
Combat EBI veteran multiple times. Yeah, he's been on twice already.
Twice, yeah.
Holds a win over Ethan Krellinston in a finishers event.
That's right.
Finished him with that
That's
cross-side arm
right.
lock.
That was a very exciting
That was
match.
very exciting.
Yeah. Crowd went nuts.
That was like
when
in
that happened.
when JM was preparing for his first Combat EBI.
Now let's see if there's any bias from. No, I'm joking. No, they're good friends.
Nemeth comes down to his knees. Seated is Krellinston again. Like we said earlier, Krellinston's given up, some weight here.
And what people tell me, his close training partner, is that Ethan is a slow starter, and that's what they were worried about with him coming in at a heavier weight class.
He stepped right up and did it though.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Reverse De La Hiva here, trying to get underneath his Nemeth. Krellenston
So
trying
wiry.
to entangle his leg in, gets to the
And
Kimura.
he
Very
loves
nice
to do
setup.
that. Yep.
Nemeth pulls that arm free. Restart here. Krellenston seated. Standing position for Nemeth. He
nice,
jumps on that
Nemeth.
Kimura himself. Tries to roll through.
Getting the knees in to
Duke into
defend the
that arm
Kimura.
lock again was Krellenston. That's the second time we've seen that defense today.
Yeah, it's a great idea to get those knees to create the separation when you're getting Kimura.
Yeah.
Looking for a toe hold on that far leg is Nemeth. No short of attacks here by Nemeth. He's throwing stuff up here. Krellenston trying to split the knees, puts that knee right on the chest, elevate. Nemeth elevates, rolls through, trying to attack a leg here.
Nice. Good exchanges.
Yeah.
Krellenston momentarily had that outside Ashigurami, and Nemeth pulled that
This-
leg free.
This is beautiful jiu-jitsu to watch.
It really is.
People
It
moving
is.
like water, just exchanging movements. We don't see any aggression here. It's beautiful.
Slicing that knee through now is Krellenston. He's going to clear off into side control, right to mount, pushes the hips. By Nemeth, gets himself free. Krellenston now stepping inside.
Oh.
Grabs both the legs there. By Nemeth. Now Ethan going inverted off that reverse De La Hiva. Controlling that leg. The right leg is Nemeth. Good job of splitting those foot grips off.
Like
Krellenston
water.
hops to the back, finds that
Beautiful
arm.
attack.
Now he gets
And
to
gets
the back.
Wow. And
Wow.
look, he's not wasting any time.
Man.
Man, he
What
looks
a- what a
tiny on his
sequence
back.
there.
Yeah,
Yes,
he does. But look,
yeah.
and it doesn't matter if it's
Legs
across
are
the
in.
neck, the face,
No, it
chin,
doesn't.
whatever.
He's in there
And
pretty
he's
tight.
look,
He's going to
got
get the
that.
tap.
Yeah. Well done.
Krellenston,
Awesome.
when he saw his opportunity,
Yeah.
boy, did he jump. Krellenston moving on. Oh, dude, look at the top half of this bracket. And then you want to see something crazier? Look at the bottom half.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, now we have David Porter. David Porter, Pedro Sauer, black belt in the black and red. Khalil Fadala out of Detroit Jiu-Jitsu. And I will tell you this, not that I know many places in Detroit, but I will tell you that everybody that I've ever seen compete from Detroit Jiu-Jitsu is an animal.
I'm excited
Khalil,
about this match.
Garmo, Alex Hodai, the guys are monsters. Fadala on the bottom position in the black and red for Porter. Again, Porter, a finisher's veteran, black belt under Pedro Sauer. Trying to step that knee forward. Elevate, staying seated here is Fadala. Winner of this match will take on Krellenston. And see, man, now you look at these guys. These guys do look big next to Krellenston.
Yeah.
Big. Fadala patiently trying to isolate a leg. Porter back to his feet.
And Porter couldn't be a nicer guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very good for the jiu-jitsu community. Down to his knees is Porter. Porter always very calculated. Never any kind of chaos. Good grip by Fadala from that bottom position, trying to control the right arm of Porter. Now moves over to the left arm. Got that single underhook now with the butterflies. Rolling through from that Kimura was Porter. Loses the grip mid-roll, though. So Fadala will take top position. Now he's trying to slice his knee through. Can't show the art finishers 5 submission only
F5.
tournament, right? 170-pound division. Still got the main event too. Before the finals of the 170-pound division happens, we have the Jason Rao taking on Marcel Gonclaves, multiple-time EBI semifinalist Gonclaves.
Traveling from a far land.
yeah.
Yep.
Florida, I believe. Yeah. He's
Far enough.
Yeah, he's Cyborg's first student. He's Fight Sports'
Is he
first
really?
student. Yeah.
Wow.
His first student?
Yeah,
Wow.
he's Fight Sports' first student.
Holy
He's
crap.
Enclaves.
Would he just walk in and, hey, you're the first guy? Streamers, balloons.
There was probably a line waiting outside of Fight
I bet.
Sport.
You just happen to be the first one in the door.
Right.
Like Walmart for whenever they.
And if you
Put something
train
on
with
sale.
Cyborg on a regular basis, you have to be good. There's no excuse.
Yeah,
there.
there's no. You have no choice but to get
Yeah.
better. Butterfly position here for Fadala.
Both
Porter.
guys, finishers, veterans. We could say that, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And with this being the position that Fadala is trying to move into, you could tell he wants this butterfly guard. Porter is not letting him just have it. He's not trying to control the hips. He's not putting himself into a position where Fadala's going to get the underhooks, try to pull his weight forward.
Right.
He's staying back.
And Porter, you could see he's plotting something from a distance, and it's making Fadala kind of, I guess, hesitate and rethink what his plan is.
Yeah, shin to shin by
Oh.
Fadala there. Caught
staying
that
on
leg.
him.
Keeps
Very
coming
nice.
forward. Porter back to his feet.
Good scramble there.
Yeah, both these guys are a big 170, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys notice the forearms of Dave Porter, but he's a rock climber.
Yes.
Yeah.
Grip strength.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he's trying to stuff the knees of Fadala together. Trying to collapse that butterfly guard. Good control. And he's framing. Porter, when Fadala had that lock, you saw Porter actually make a frame on his chest and
Right.
his arm to keep that from breaking his posture. Again, here at Show the Art Finishers 5, submission only, 170-pound division. I can't believe we get Gonzalez Thor
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
in round two.
in round
Yeah.
2.
Sure. Yeah, when I talked to Zach, the other matchmaker here, and his student is Thor, and he clearly told me that they want the hardest matches for Thor. And so his coach said, hey, if you get past the first round, you get the champ.
They did it. When JM enters these, he's got he has. Listen, here's the thing too. Not that there's an easy road
No.
in this tournament ever.
But there's the hardest road.
There
It's all
is,
it's
and-
relative,
And,
yeah.
and I
Yeah.
swear,
Yeah.
JM gets it every time.
Oh, yeah. Well, we kind of have to, or else
Yeah.
there's a bias, quote unquote, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So, but respect
But
to
he don't-
JM, always goes
Because
out.
you know what?
yeah.
He don't care,
Yeah.
and he just goes out and does it.
Yeah, savage.
Yep.
JM's thing now is, not thing, but his motto is hashtag train or don't. Says it all.
Yep.
Yeah.
Full close guard here for Porter. Now, it's funny, Fadala taking the opposite approach of when Porter was on top, he was kind of staying postured back and keeping away. Fadala, opposite approach here, staying tight. Now he stands up. We're staying very tight to the hips, double ankles here for
We got
Porter.
about
Fadala
4
trying
minutes
to
left, guys.
isolate the leg here. Looking for a calf slice. I believe here is Porter, but his leg being caught on the other side is going to make it really difficult. Trying to get that over top, unless he's trying to isolate that leg.
He doesn't
I see
need
what you're
both.
saying.
But he doesn't need both legs. But
It would
He's gotta create
He's
that full
almost
comeback.
has it, man. But he's got to
Yeah,
have to
you
get that
can
leg
try
to
and
the
go
inside.
to the
Oh, he
outside,
did get
but
to it. Look at
To the
that.
inside calf slicer.
Yes.
My coach Marcos, he loves these. He's probably salivating at the mouth right now.
Yeah.
yeah,
Calf
I'm a big
slicers.
fan too.
So if he's able to get his left leg inside, that's going to put some
Oh, yeah.
serious pressure.
Sure.
But man, he'd have to get Fadala back on his
Sure.
left
Yeah.
hip, all
Yeah.
the way back on the other side to get that leg inside.
Right. I mean, it's interesting because Porter could opt to rotate, almost like invert backwards.
Sure.
Oh, he's switching
He's
it up.
trying to get
Yeah,
that
he's
leg
trying
to
to
the
get it,
inside.
Nice. Oh, there
Now
it
he
is.
gets it to the inside. Now he's lost it on the
Oh.
grip. But he saw what he had to do. He saw he
Yeah.
had to get that leg to the inside to get it tighter.
Very nice. And who knows? Maybe his arm. He didn't want to blow his arm out. That's a tough position on your arm, especially if you have it deep. So to keep squeezing, he probably weighed the options.
Now seated is Fadala on the knees. Porter. few minutes left here in regulation. Then we're going to move to overtime.
Got 3 minutes left, guys.
Yeah, and this crowd just keeps filling out here. Pure mixed martial arts here, run by the Main brothers, Andy and Mikey Main.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, great academy.
Yeah, they just added
space
way
here.
more
man,
space.
That giant, that's amazing.
Yeah.
What
I mean,
they added is most people's gyms,
I know.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I'm jealous.
More
and I-
so
yeah.
than even. Yeah.
right?
It's twice the size.
Yeah.
Again, with that control, elevating now is Fadala. Porter just kind of backs his hips out, so
Sure.
he loses that hook.
And Fadala's, he seems like, I don't know, I feel like he's not getting the looks that he wants. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like his setups are not 100% clear.
yeah. Porter, and again, Porter's staying disengaged from here because he.
Right.
Yeah, understand Fadala wants him to come forward. He's patiently waiting to get him forward, patiently waiting. But, yeah, Porter's doing just a really good job of defending and staying out of Fadala's game right now.
Yeah, and Fadala's really, you could tell he's trying to maybe look for not underhooks, arm drags to the back.
Yeah, and that can get frustrating, man.
Right.
Get frustrating, make you do things that you might not normally do.
Looks like he's going for something he might not normally do.
Yeah.
Which will play right into Dave Porter's game plan. Oh.
Yeah, Fadala's got his leg inside. He's kind of got Porter's leg stuck
Yeah.
right now.
We got 1 minute left, guys.
1 minute left here till we hit the overtime in this preliminary round. Winner's going to take on Ethan Krellinston.
Wow. What a match. 1 minute. 45 seconds left.
Still holding top position. Leg weave here, but the shield of Fadala is like straight up in the air. It's going to be really difficult for Porter to get past that. Trying to just kind of hustle around him.
30
De
seconds.
La Hiva falls back
Oh.
on an ankle or more of
Oh.
a
Knee bar.
switching over to a knee bar. Gets his second leg in there. Very
Fadala's
good.
got the knee
Very
line.
good defense by Fadala.
20 seconds.
Break up the control. Gets the 50-50 here. Falling back on a leg is Porter.
10 seconds.
Yeah, we're going to see some overtime here. All right, here we go. Overtime. Pedro Sowers, David Porter, Khalil Fadala from Detroit Jiu-Jitsu.
I don't think Colin could read quarters. He's having a hard time figuring it out.
All right, so Fadala's going to start in defense. So he will have the last opportunity. Porter hooks in. And again, these are maxed out at 5 minutes.
Right. What if both guys hit 5 minutes in all rounds?
Oh my gosh,
What's
this crowd's going to be so mad.
Yeah.
It's a double loss or a double win. What do we do?
Right.
Or then we go back to the coin toss.
Because that's the thing. If they all go max, that's another 30 minutes.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
The crowd at home's going, don't even
Yeah,
jinx
don't
us.
jinx
Don't
it."
jinx that. Good control here from that body triangle. That is Porter. Swings Fadala back over to the other side. Hand fight here.
And one thing EBI rules has given back to the jiu-jitsu community is like an elevated level of back attack and defense and armbar attack and defense.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, we work on it at our school. You know what I mean? We're doing overtime rounds. Yeah, he's got
got that one
crank
arm.
here. Yeah, he's not
see.
fighting
Oh,
it to the
there it
other
is.
side.
Oh.
Yeah, Fadala's been fighting him hands the whole time. Not trying to you're trying to not let him get kind of clean underneath of him.
Right. And what's the sweet spot for the face crusher? Is it right on the chin? Is it on the mouth? What do you
here's
guys
the
like to
thing.
do?
I've seen, it's very effective when it follows the jawline.
Yeah.
But I will
Okay.
tell you, when that head is turned fully like a cross face
yeah.
and it's going across that way, I mean, that's like separating the
Yeah.
jaw
See,
from the.
I
from
call
the
that
See,
the
I-
skull.
Steven Seagal.
See,
Yeah.
I think the forearm bone underneath the nose
That's it.
is the best.
Yeah,
Gets the tap.
That's it. He's going to get the tap.
143.
So he's got one. So he gets the tap from the rear naked. So now Fadala has 1 minute and 43 seconds.
To get the sub.
Correct.
If he does not, then
Oh,
is Porter bleeding?
or is he? Yeah. Right on his bicep.
And he's going to go arm lock here. So he goes spider web, cross side position here is Fadala. Man, he just goes with one grip here.
Yeah, we got 2 timers, 2 guys on a timer today, just to make sure there's no
Yeah.
errors.
Now he's in more of that traditional spider web. Lets the leg go here. Is Fadala from the cross side position. Trying to pop that hand out.
And what do you like to do from here, Jay? Are we exploding out?
It really depends on the defense of the person, but I'll tell you what I like is taking that right leg. Oh, man. He went to hitchhike himself.
Tap,
yeah, and
he's
he's tapped.
tapping.
Yeah, and Fadala's going to move on.
Nice.
You know what? Porter let go of that grip himself so that he could dictate the motion,
Sure.
dictate the timing of it. And Fadala was hanging his legs so heavy. Man, Porter couldn't roll out of it. And great match by both guys, but Fadala is going to move on to face Ethan Krellenston.
This is the next half, yeah. Want me to jump in?
All right, now we got Diego Ponce out of 10th Planet Woodbridge taking on Gary Gioni. Pedro, another Pedro Sauer competitor. Veteran here of the finishers. Ponce in the black and purple, all black for Gary Gioni. Scooting in is Gioni. Again, he's under Pedro Sauer, but he is part of that steady pressure competition team. Ponce from that top position. Sits. Trying to, he's got an Estima lock there is Gioni. Looking for the inside heel hook while he's got that. So Gary Gioni has that Estima lock.
Yeah.
Ponce is trying to fight for that inside position. Now he's got that inside Seikaku and he's trying to extend. So he's controlling both legs.
Yep.
Yeah, so he can have the leg weave
Yeah.
here. Or once those legs split, he's going to attack that right leg to the inside. Or he can go over top of the other leg.
Look how
and attack
high up
from
he
that
is on the
position.
hip
Now he's,
there,
he is. He's
too.
got a lot of leg here. Gioni
Stretching
trying to, Gioni's trying to get that knee line free, and he's almost there,
Yeah,
and he's good.
close, yeah.
Yeah, he's out.
There he goes.
Gioni,
Nice.
good defense.
Keep going, Diego.
Looking for a grip here. Now Ponce
he
has another
Locks
leg
that up
trap
again.
here, yeah.
Up off the hip. Yeah.
It's like a cross ankle lock here. He's stretching on.
He's trying to get under the
Yeah,
heel.
now
there.
he's trying to
Let's see from
heel
that
hook.
side.
Yeah, he doesn't have great control of the position right now.
Gioni's free.
And Gioni's going to take top position from it, but he still has that triangle of the legs on the inside, so he could calf crush here, but the pressure, as you can see, of Gioni with that crossface, and he's going to step that leg through. Yeah, they're calling for that ham sandwich, and this is going to be where he sits around with that triangle, and it's a calf crush. Gioni in the scramble is going to end up on top again. Kind of in that, like, he's got that inside leg triangle. He's going to try to sit Gioni back on his hip. While Gioni is forward like this, he's fine.
Yeah,
He's in no real trouble. But if Ponce is able to articulate himself underneath and through, or push him back across the body and sit him to the hip, he'll have Gioni in a position where he's really going to have to work, really going to have to defend here. On deck, we got Michael Carpenter taking on Garrett Lavaji next. Man, we're really ripping
Yeah.
through this. What do we have?
Yeah.
2 overtimes? That's it?
3, I think.
3 overtimes? And none have gone the distance yet, right?
You're right.
Yeah, we haven't
Correct.
gone the time
Yeah.
yet. Mount position for Gary Gioni. Diego Ponce on the bottom out of 10th Planet Woodbridge. Again, here at the Show the Art Finishers 5 submission only 170-pound division. Super matches brought to you by Hypnotic 93 brand, Like You Fightwear, Show the Art Academy, Kataro, Show the Art Podcast, Finishers Podcast, Playables. Main event tonight, Jason Rao taking on Marcel Gonclaves. Good pressure from the mount here. Got them feet crossed. He's really making Diego, carry his full weight with that cross face, that shoulder digging into his chin. No fun position here, man. Now he's working to that head and arm. He's going to step over top. Diego trying to get a grip with his leg. He's going to get the tap. And Gary Gioni's going to move on to the quarterfinals here.
Geez, it's a few head and arm choke finishes already.
This tournament is flying by.
Yeah.
All right, now we have Michael Carpenter. Michael Carpenter out of 10th Planet, Ann Arbor. American Nationals champion. Bronze medalist in the Worlds. Pans taking on Gary Lavaggi out of Ocean County, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, black belt under Tom DeBlas.
Garrett, real aggressive and explosive.
Very aggressive.
You've seen him at Fight to Win.
Red, white, and blue for Lavaggi.
Yeah.
All black for Carpenter. Lavaggi looking for that wrist control.
Garrett loves the guillotine, too.
Yes, he does. He comes aggressive. Carpenter looked like he was looking for an arm drag of his own. Trying to arm drag here. Again is Carpenter. Snap down for Lavaggi. To that guillotine, that front headlock position. Oh,
Scissor.
moves down to that leg scissor.
Wow.
Garrett Lavaggi, very nice.
Oh.
Went for that scissor
Nice job by
takedown.
Carpenter.
Went for that scissor takedown to that inside triangle. Very nice. Ken Carpenter all the way out here from Ann Arbor. Tenth Planet, Detroit. Lavaggi. Tom DeBlas, black belt. Out of Ocean County, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Again, trying to get to that head. Sprawls out by Carpenter. Lavaggi looking to trap that leg, get himself up.
Good control there by Carpenter.
Yeah, he's got
On
that
the back of the
he's
neck.
got that like three-quarter Nelson here.
Yeah.
He's cranking down almost like a bulldog kind of, because he's got that leg of Lavaggi locked on the inside, and he's really, this is really a neck crank is what it is.
Yeah.
See Lavaggi, you see that right arm coming up?
Yeah.
He's trying to reach for that far leg. I imagine he's going to drive forward on that far leg, almost like a double leg, and he's going to sit him. Good grip here, trying to hang on to that head and arm here, which he does successfully as Carpenter. Trying to trap that leg. He's going to go for it again, and that is tight, looking for almost like a Japanese necktie, but very good defense again. Lavaggi kind of toughened that one out.
Yep.
I know Carpenter didn't want to let go of that grip, man.
Did you see him
He
maintain
hated
that on
losing
that
it,
scramble, too? Wow.
At his positioning, man. Just had them elbows like pinned tight together. Lavaggi grits it out, gets back to his feet. Winner of this match will be taking on Gary Gioni. Underhook here with wrist control for Lavaggi. Trying to circle to the outside. Overhook for Carpenter. Tries to shuck him by. On the shot. Sprawled out, top position for Carpenter. He goes right back to it, right back to that three-quarter. Now he's probably going to try to be fighting that left leg in again. Yep, see him grabbing more of a cradle here. Lavaggi grabbing to the inside, looking to sit, get himself back to a guard, and that's going to work. Shin to shin here, extends, traps that leg. Carpenter uses that to get to that Kimura grip, to get to Lavaggi's back. He's got that right arm underneath. Lavagi's fighting that top grip,
Wow, I was
trying to get that second hook
That's
in.
in there
Yeah, and
tight.
that was off the
Great
that initial
transition,
grip that he
yeah.
had. Yep. Lavagi's trying to fight the top of that arm. I can't see if he's underneath. And you want to know what? He just triangled the legs to the bottom side. He's not under the chin yet, but
Yeah,
that grip
interesting.
is
Right.
slipping, and now he is underneath. He's
That
trying
looks-
to
that's
turn. Here's
tough.
Lavagi. Lavagi's going to have to tap. And Michael Carpenter
Nice job.
out of 10th
by
Planet
Carpenter.
Ann Arbor is going to move on. Very exciting match. Nice job by Garrett Lavagi. Very exciting. Michael Carpenter out of 10th Planet Detroit's going to move on. Face Gary Gioni, and we almost have our quarterfinals set. And right now, we have Michael Castroba out of Big Brothers. Vanguard Gym taking on Chase Davis. Nice guy submission fighting. Chase Davis, finishers veteran. He's an Ultimate Mat Warriors semifinalist, where he actually lost to Thor, who is moving into the quarterfinals on the other side of the bracket. Chase sits. Davis on the bottom in the black and red. Also black and red on top. Spats for Davis, shorts for Castroba. Trying to secure that leg is Castroba, looking for the inside position. Is Chase, rolling back through is Castroba. And Chase got that Estima lock, it looks like, from here. Castroba defends it, sits himself up, holds on to actually both legs, sneaks that right leg inside. Back to the feet. Underhooking with that right arm is Davis. He's got that knee shield with the left knee up. See if he tries to go deeper into this is Davis. There he goes with the underhook. Yeah, going to use both arms and really try to stretch him out here. Castroba notices, backs off. Davis goes inverted here from that reverse de la Riva, trying to weave that leg in. See, he's got that left leg. Now he beats it out. Is Castroba. Chase stays inverted there. Looking to grab the Kimura. Has that, or no, he doesn't. He has an underhook. Doesn't even have that Kimura grip. That was an underhook. Steps over top, uses it to get to that outside Ashi here. Sits Castroba back on his hip, and Castroba's really working to sit himself back up, but the left leg of Davis
Going
was
for that
straight
leg lace
up.
here. But
Yeah. A leg lace is definitely going to be way more effective from that honey hole or inside triangle, the inside Senkaku position, than it is. Now he's looking for a toe hold as Castroba from there. And looking for it. I can't see what Chase has got on the other side, but
I think he's going for the heel.
is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I can't see where his grip is. I'm sorry, folks. Okay, yeah, it was an inside heel he was looking at. Castroba rolls himself through. Man, just trying to keep up with these guys. It's fantastic.
Yeah. A lot of stuff happening in the transitions, too.
Yeah. All right, so now back to, look at this, a closed guard by Chase Davis. Castroba right back to his feet. Immediately goes inverted. Is Davis. Shin across the body. Underhooking. Castroba trying to force that knee through. Every time he does, though, it's Davis just immediately with that reverse de la Riva underhook, trying to spin himself through. Tries to bring over for that triangle, sits back on the ankle. Again, is Castroba. Davis trying to not let him get that foot inside. Very good job. Davis really focused on not letting him, not letting Castroba get that second leg inside. Now he falls back on an inside heel. As Davis constricts his body back to expose a bit more of the heel, rolls through as Castroba. Trying to free that knee line is Castroba, as you see, puts that, trying to get that second foot inside. Gets that right leg in. Now he's going to immediately sit back on Chase's legs. Chase attacking. Yeah, attacking that right leg. He's going to get the tap.
Was that a straight ankle?
No, that was it. I'm
he
pretty
have
sure it
the
was
heel?
an inside heel.
Okay.
When on that last motion, when Kostroba was sitting back, I mean his leg opened wide up, man. He's going to take that by inside heel hook. So Chase Davis, is going to move on, and we have the last prelim match already. This is just flying by here. This is amazing. All right, now we have David Garmo of Detroit Jiu-Jitsu, finishers veteran, taking on Luke Seaman, Ricardo Almeida, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Yep. That's him. And we got Luke Seaman, Ricardo Almeida, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. David Garmo, Detroit Jiu-Jitsu. Black and blue shorts for Zeman. Garmo in the black and gray. Garmo, very explosive. First finishers event here for Luke Zeman.
Yep. Luke does compete a lot, too.
Single leg here, and he's known as Darth Vader.
Yeah.
And he doesn't mind people single legging him because he's very good at getting to this Darce. Okay, Garmo recognizes that he's able to get that knee inside. Kind of recognize that. Throws that leg over as Luke. He's gonna stay seated. Yeah, he'll get. I've watched him do it many times where he'll give up that leg, jumps over with that chin strap to the guillotine, holding on tight to that chin strap, and you see Luke trying to get that left knee inside. Luke does have a heel hook victory over Jason Rao.
Yeah.
They did rematch. Rao did beat him in the rematch, but he did, in their first encounter, he had a nice heel hook finish. Garmo right back to that that guillotine from that mount position where he gets that chin strap real tight, rolls over top. Zeman's got that beard power, though.
Yeah.
That beard power defense.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't know about that, would you?
Stays seated, trying to slice that knee through, puts that knee right on the chest is Garmo. Reverse De La Hiva here for Zeman. Looking for that far arm with the Kimura is Garmo. Zeman keeps that leg straight, looking to step over with the leg, which is good because that's really going to block that Kimura from coming up, correct?
Yeah.
Could he bring that arm up and over, you think? Up and over that leg, or that pretty much nullified
I don't know. Look,
it?
he's got his. I think he's on his hip.
Yeah, he's right on his hip, and actually it was Garmo getting trying to get his leg out,
well, that's
or
the
his
thing.
arm out.
If you have a Kimura grip and somebody defends it the right way, you can start feeling the pressure on your own shoulder. Yeah.
Seated for Zeman, Garmo in that standing position. Again here, show the art finishers 5, submission only. Can't believe it's on 5. 170-pound division. This is the last of the prelim matches. Already had a bunch of really exciting super matches. Brought to you today by Hypnotic, 93 brand, Lanky Fightwear, Show the Art Academy, Kataro Belts, Show the Art Podcast, Finishers Podcast, Playables. Main event tonight, Jason Rao. Jason Rao taking on Marcel Goncalves. That one, that's for I think $1,600 bucks. Winner of this gets $2,000, and main event sponsors: Cash Chicks and Championships, Gary Tonan's Clothing Apparel Company, and Hold Fast Fight Gear, Hayabusa, and Vita Cryotherapy. Again, in front of us right now, though, we got David Garmo standing, Luke Zeman seated. All matches are going to be 10 minutes. 3 rounds of overtimes, all maxing out at 5 minutes apiece. Garmo trying to get that knee through. Zeman keeps moving forward. Trying for that reverse De La Hiva. As soon as he goes to shoot that arm underneath, Garmo immediately dropped that knee to the floor. Oh, Zeman's got an Ezekiel choke from there. I was slick. I didn't even see that. That no-gi Ezekiel.
Grip on as he's getting past. Yeah.
Keeps scooting forward, trying to get inside here. Garmo is Garmer's not just diving into it. Even being like an explosive competitor, you realize when you kind of have to hold back and not just, when you know that other guy's waiting for you to move forward. There he goes. He rolls again with that chin strap. If he could sit. Yeah, he's having a hard time holding on to that chin strap.
That's got to get frustrating. That's like 4 times now.
Yeah.
That Luke's just squirmed out of that.
And he's tried to get back to, when he tried to get to mount, every time he tries to get that mount position, Luke has that single leg that comes right through the middle.
Yep.
Tries to jump over for the triangle or the arm lock.
Davi Ramos style?
Yeah, Zeman catches a leg. And now he's trying to isolate the leg, and Garmo is really pushing back. Steps over top.
Knee lines free,
yeah. Garmo circles back to center. Zeman sitting forward. Keeps pushing forward, trying to get his legs entangled here. Steps over, or jumps over top again with that chin strap is Garmo. Now tries to use it to get to that leg. Zeman pushing away, trying to keep that knee line free. Garmo back to his feet. Again, Zeman keeps pushing forward, you could tell Luke's got a game plan here that he wants to stick to.
Yeah.
And again, it might be slowing down the style of Garmo a bit, which can be frustrating.
Yeah.
Now he's looking to isolate here. He's got both legs of Garmo trapped. Let's see which one he's going to attack here. Can't see if he's actually got that triangle locked up, and he does. So let's see if he chooses to leg weave here. Or just inside heel hook. And he's going to get the tap.
Yeah.
And Luke Zeman, once he got to that inside Senkaku position, he's going to finish by way of inside heel hook, and he's going to move on to face Chase Davis in the quarterfinals. And we're going to have a quick super match here between James Haseman at a 10th Planet Long Island taking on Fabian Ramirez out of Sarah BJJ. And we'll move on after this match. We're going to move right on to the quarterfinals. All right, show the art finishers 5. Submission only jiu-jitsu. All black for Ramirez out of Sarah BJJ. Haseman with the white shorts out of 10th Planet Long Island. He's the head instructor over at 10th Planet Long Island. On his knees, butterfly guard for Ramirez. Seated position. Butterfly guard here for Ramirez. Haseman from top position. Turns that into a wrist fight, a hand fight. Stays in butterflies. Fabian, look at that wrist control, man. He wants it forward, man. That turns into a little battle all by itself.
Yeah.
Nice. Tries to sweep. And, I mean, he's doing nothing more than saying, I'm taking your post. I'm dragging your weight forward. I'm going to try to flip you. It was just.
There's not hiding anything there.
No. Not at all. Staying tight to the hips now. Tight to the hips from the top position is Haseman. Staying calm from the bottom is Ramirez, trying to just push his hips back. Back to butterfly guard, Ramirez seated. Top position for Haseman. Back to the feet. Haseman sits. Man, and you know, if you're tuned in right now, just know that after this, you really don't want to leave the couch or whatever you're watching this from, because up next is James Gonzalez, John Blank. Still seated on the knees is Ramirez. That wrist control again by Haseman. Pulling forward, man, it just keeps filling out here, man. People just keep piling in. Always a great crowd here, Pure MMA. Owned by the Main brothers, Andy and Mike Main. Squares himself back off as Haseman. Butterflies with that wrist control. Jumps over on that Kimura. Squares himself back off into butterfly guard as Ramirez. Trying to go double overs is Ramirez. And fighting. Continues over under here. As soon as he over undered,
he's just sprawled.
Yeah, he sprawled with his left hip, okay? So the reason he's sprawling with his left hip is he knows that he's going to try to elevate that right. So the heavier the pressure is, the more difficult it's going to be for him to elevate. See how he's just keeping that hip down as tight as he can? Even when he's elevated, you see him trying to drop that pressure down. See if he tries to stuff that leg. That overhook's pretty tight by Ramirez for him to get that leg or get that arm back there. Squares back off, right back to butterfly guard. Haseman top position. Fabian Ramirez on the bottom. EBI veteran, finishers veteran, John Battle.
Referee extraordinary.
Oh, yeah. Keeping all these guys in check. Back to the knees here is Ramirez. Again, don't forget too, man, main event tonight. Jason Rao taking on Marcel Goncalves out of Fight Sports. Jason Rao's been on a real tear. Real tear lately, so I'm really interested to see him with a guy like Goncalves. Multiple-time EBI semifinalist, you know, IBGF medals, you know, as far as the eye can see with him. But it's going to be awesome to see him in this environment. Yeah, these guys do, you know, Zach and Abe, man, they do a really good job of putting together this local talent from this area, man. It's just, this Northeast is just filled with it.
It really is stacked.
And it's growing too. I mean, we got you know, we got guys here from Detroit. You know what I mean? It's you know, Marcel Goncalves is up here all the way from Florida. We've had Keith Krikorian out here from for all the way from California. We got Krellinston, Ethan Krellinston down here from Canada.
Montreal.
Heavy on top. Heavy on top is James Haseman. Trying to create some space in that bottom position is Ramirez. He's got that butterfly hook in, but again, he's hanging that weight really heavy on top as Haseman separates. It's almost like Haseman gets a little, like, doesn't want to let himself get too gassed and then separates. Still seated as Haseman. Trying to fight that knee through is Ramirez. Sits him to the butt, just a little reversal of positions here. Now Ramirez seated, Haseman on the knees. Overhook again for Ramirez. Squares him back up. Let's see if he tries to yank it back forward. Now Haseman escapes. Start him back from the center here. Okay, man, we've ripped through a ton of matches already. We're you know.
Yeah, there's only a couple that have gone to OT so far.
Ramirez pushes forward, sits him back down, dives over. Again, seeing a lot of that chin strap. Oh, man, drops right to a leg. Haseman retreats out. Now Now he's going to sit, looking for maybe like an steamer lock or something. Scooting back forward now is Haseman. Scoot forward, butterfly guard here. Again, winners tonight, man. The winner of the 170-pound tournament. Again, this isn't part of the tournament here. This match is a super match here, just breaking up the action, giving the guys a minute to breathe. The main event winner for today is going to win $2,000. $2,000 of the Kataro belt. Probably some other fun stuff, as they always have from the sponsors here. And then the main event, winner's going to take home $1,600, courtesy of Cash Chicks and Championships, Gary Tonen's apparel line, Hold Fast Fight Gear, Hayabusa, Vita Cryotherapy. Standing position here for Ramirez.
Yeah, and the great thing is that, for people out there watching, it's not all the time that you can get this kind of quality for free to stream.
No, my goodness.
And
hey, for free to
just
stream.
putting it out there,
$10
it's great.
to get
in.
$10
Exactly.
to get in this place today.
Yeah.
And they got these acai bowls here
Mm-hmm.
like I've never seen before.
I just had my first one. Very good.
Trying for this leg entanglement. Here's Haseman. Steps back over. Scoots himself away to escape is Ramirez. Pushing forward now. Back to the feet. Steps back over to that 411. Very nice setup. He's going to try to straighten that leg out a bit to expose a bit more heel. Sitting up now is Haseman. I can't see if is he fighting for the grip?
Yeah.
Oh, he's fighting to get his knee line free. Okay. Tries to get his second leg in there. Readjust here is Ramirez. Trying to cross that leg over to the other side. And Haseman, very good job of breaking up the control. Getting himself out.
1 minute to go.
Butterfly guard here. On bottom for Ramirez. 10-minute rounds. 3 rounds of overtime. Works like baseball, a top and a bottom of an inning, if you will.
Yep.
Haseman on top. Now they just switch positions here. Ramirez standing. Seated for Haseman. Again, trying to isolate that leg. Trying to isolate that leg was Ramirez. Sits back up as Haseman. Got a feeling we're going to see overtime.
Yeah. And overtime's can be exciting, don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Trying to isolate that leg again, and we're going to move to overtime. Again, Haseman with the white shorts. Fabian Ramirez in the all black. Ramirez is going to start seated. Haseman gets first pick.
Let's take the back, looks like. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take the back.
So Haseman starts from the back here. Again, an escape by Ramirez. The ride time will be recorded. And if no submissions happen, which hasn't happened yet today, we haven't got to go to ride time today. But you have 2 people doing ride time today.
Yep.
They'll add up the ride time. Person who had to control the longest is going to win. And I like the max out rule. Max out of 5 minutes.
Yeah. Because typically it would be
And
as
he's
long as
out.
it takes. Yeah.
Ramirez gets that back to the mat's out. And he will take the back of Haseman here in the bottom of the first.
Good job by Battle there.
Oh, yeah, I
keep
like
them
that.
on
I like
start
that they
there,
keep
yeah.
them postured. There's no
So
cheating, no
nobody's
early
flying
movement.
back before the rest of us go. Yeah.
Again, Haseman trying to turn his back to the ground here. Grip fighting. Almost turns himself through.
Almost out.
And he's out.
He's out.
All right, quickly to round 2 here. Quickly to round 2, and it looks like Haseman is going to take spider web. So he's going from the cross-side arm lock position. Ready to go is Ramirez. He's ready to defend. Hooks that leg. Brings that over top, right to that triangle, man. Right to that leg triangle. Now that left arm is still in. That left leg or that left arm of Ramirez comes out.
Yeah.
Good job, and he frees that right arm.
Quick escape there.
Yeah, these are very quick escapes. They were moving very quick from round to round here. Ramirez now from the back. Body triangle. Haseman rolls over onto the triangle side, which is the correct movement.
Where you want to be, right?
Rolls him back is Ramirez.
Haseman's just going to want to get the arm to the other side and get his back to the mat here.
We've seen some neat transitions to head and arms from the back
there.
today.
True. Yep.
Haseman holding on to that grip. And honestly, right now, Fabian Ramirez is basically in a seatbelt grip holding position.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. Again, you didn't come here to lose, okay? So he may be holding his position with the idea of scoring some ride time. You know what I mean? Letting himself catch up. So he did have a couple quick escapes there.
Yeah.
So I believe he's holding position right now, trying to gain some time before he starts more of an attack.
Wear him down a little bit.
Yeah. Wear him down a little bit, score some time, make him work. Got that right arm across. Now he's really cranking here, and that chin is turned.
Yeah, that palm to palm
face
grip.
Crush.
Oh,
and now he's almost got that arm behind the head.
Oh, it's
he's right on the bridge of the nose.
That really hurts.
Almost out too. Turning that back to the mat now is Haseman trying to articulate himself inside the body triangle of Ramirez, and he is almost out.
Oh, but Ramirez has that.
Oh, he's trying to just twist her, but he doesn't. I mean, he's not in truck. Not that he can't do it from here, but he needs the arm back over his head.
Oh, nice.
Turns inside.
But he racked up some good ride time there. So.
Moving on to round
this
three.
Is round 3, right?
And Haseman's going to go arm lock again. Do you think he thinks he's down enough in ride time where he would go cross-side?
No.
Listen.
How do you even know?
If he just wants to go for the finish, that's even better.
That's
if
a good
what
way
his
to go.
decision was, that's even better.
Oh,
He
Ramirez.
articulates himself back over to his knees, but he has no stack right now. And he pulls that arm free.
All right. So I don't know where we are on time now with these two.
That's it. He's so up in time.
Yeah. Oh,
Ramirez has scored enough time.
Must have been more than 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's more than 5 minutes. So Fabian Ramirez at his third BJJ. He's going to win by ride time. And now we move on to the quarterfinals. This is going to put the semifinals into play. Dude, these matches are ridiculous.
Yeah.
And starting with James Gonzalez, John Blank.
Here we go.
Black and brown for Blank, black and white for Gonzalez. All right, here we go. 10 minutes arm drag for Gonzalez. Not that Thor minds taking that bottom position at all. Scoots himself forward. Gonzalez looking to knee slice through here. Again, Gonzalez, the returning 170-pound champion. EBI veteran. If I'm not mistaken, I believe he's the Ring of Combat champion as well.
Oh, current champ.
Yeah. Trying to get that knee through the mat. Good pressure on top. Throws that. Yeah, this is how he's caught people before. Yeah, that's how he caught Oliver Taza, throwing up from that bad spot. Scoots himself forward. Gonzalez had very good awareness there.
You look great, John.
Hooks up that almost shin to shin underneath with that left leg. Where he's got that clamped between his right calf. Tries to scoot underneath the truck to the back. And
but
now he's got his leg locked. He's got a tight knee bar. He's going to get the tap. And John Thor Blank. John Thor Blank. Very, very nice knee bar finish. for the 10th Planet Bethlehem standout.
And you know,
Man,
that was such a great roll to the back
that
by
was
James
the
too.
tru-
But
the setup
man,
of the truck to get to the back. Thor's hip scooted right down, man. Caught that leg, stretched it out, and John Blank. Wow. Big. I'll tell you what, that's a big win for John.
Yeah, it is.
That is a big win for him.
I mean, probably call that an upset. Yeah.
Ethan Krellenston taking on Khalil Fadala now. Krellenston in the brown. Fadala bad. Look at the size difference.
Yeah.
Obviously, Krellenston moved in here on short notice, so he's obviously the smallest of the bunch. And Fadala looks like he's the biggest of the bunch.
Yeah. Krellenston, of course, is
no
one
easy road,
finisher.
and it's not like he's not training with monsters every day anyway.
Correct. Yeah.
Got that shin across here. Is Krellenston. High arm over with that left arm. Keeping his hips sprawled back.
Oh,
nice
God.
setup by
He's so good at that.
Krellenston. Very nice.
Yeah,
And he's
look,
got
he'll
that
go for the
triangle
underhook
locked up.
now of that
What a
other-
nice setup. He was reaching far with that left arm, right? And as soon as he postured back, that right leg flew over top of that shoulder, and he is very mechanically sound here in this triangle. And he is just trying to make that. There you go. Now he's going to try to manipulate that arm underneath. And Krellenston is going to get the tap from the arm lock from that triangle. And, oh, my gosh, we're getting blank Krellenston.
Yeah.
Krellenston. What a match. Yes, dude, I am.
Oh.
Man, are we lucky. Dude, big thank you to the finishers guy for putting this stuff together, man. I mean, I'm so excited to be sitting here. Nobody in front of us either. We were a perfect view, man.
Best seats in the house.
Right? My man Ross, too. Ross the boss, dude, put this.
Yeah, excellent
has this
production.
stream going, man. Incredible production here. All right, we have Gary Gioni now taking on Mike Carpenter.
Yeah.
Gary Gioni, bottom position. All black and purple on top for Carpenter. Gioni trying to hold onto that leg, possibly stretch it out a little bit straighter, but Carpenter's slowly bending that knee and inching that leg up.
Oh, and he's got that
for some better control. Yeah, he's got the Kimura on the far side. So you got to imagine he's trying to swing through on an arm lock here, possibly. He could step through on that
Step
leg.
on the
He's
leg.
got so many options from here. But man, he must be strong, man. 'Cause I'll tell you, Gioni had both legs like locked there and trying to stretch him out.
Again, look at the power of that Kimura grip.
Yes,
look
it is. And man, Carpenter uses it to get to the back.
And he's got an arm bar triangle from here.
Yes, he does. I can't see if that right leg is over the shoulder already. It is. Oh, and he's almost got it behind Gioni's back. And he gets it over top. And yes, he's going to.
Yeah.
Gioni is saying he's okay to the ref, and now he's trying to straighten it out. Oh, what a straight.
Well,
he's got it
arm.
straight, and he's going to turn it in. Michael Carpenter moving on. I'll be honest, man. I have seen Gary Gioni compete a lot. That is the first time I've ever seen him finish like that quickly. Dude, Michael Carpenter, very nice job. Michael Carpenter, 10th Planet Ann Arbor, is moving on to the semifinals.
Two big submissions right there.
And now we got Chase Davis and Luke Zeman. Dude, those three matches just
flew by.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is incredible. All right. Black and white for Luke Zeman. Chase Davis out of Nice Guys. Sits, he's in the black and red. Ricardo Almeida, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, brown belt. Luke Zeman. He's controlling that leg. Davis is really sticking that leg far across here. Luke trying to isolate that left leg here, trying to get his hips up. Chase doing a good job of keeping that knee free. Inverts, goes back through, is Zeman. Davis does the same thing. Notice how Zeman's not letting go of that ankle. Not letting go of that control of that ankle. And the other hand, right on the back of that knee. Trying to get his hips back with that control. Davis has that De La Riva leg all the way across, almost to the other side of the hip. he's got the right foot of Zaman stretched out. Now he lost that control. Zaman going toe hold here. Scoots that left leg inside. Using that left foot is Davis to hold that other leg away, almost like a spider guard on that far leg. Inverts again and rolls through. Does Davis. Zaman doing a good job of controlling the leg. Again, Davis had a tremendous run through one of the Ultimate Mat Warriors and ended up in the finals and lost to Thor, but those two took out some serious competitors. They're going to scoot them back to the center here. Chase is going to start with the leg inside. All right, so they both got each other's right foot trapped. I'd see, but they both understand that the control is what needs to happen here.
Yeah.
And he's trying to get the control of the outside leg with Zaman, but Davis has that leg split, steps it back over. Now they finally will separate here. Top position for Davis. Butterfly hook with that left leg. Is Zaman from the bottom?
And you can see how he's underhooking that left leg.
He's underhooking. He's going to
probably try to
him.
swing his left leg. What do you think he's going to do with that butterfly hook?
That butterfly, I think I don't think that butterfly was where he wanted it.
Okay.
I think
I was
Chase
thinking he
had
would swing that over to
leg
try
over.
to. Yeah.
Good job of inverting back to that. Yeah, he's got the outside ashi. Outside ashi here, and he's fighting for
Davis
that inside heel hook.
Doing a good job there.
Yeah, he fights that second leg in. Now he's looking to grab that left leg. Now he's weaving back. Now immediately, Zaman starts defending. I can't see where Chase's grip is there, but he's holding that. He knows that right leg of Zaman is gonna make it a problem with him finishing. Now Luke Zaman does have his left leg coming back now, but you see Chase's arm just coming back underneath of it. Sits Luke back, pulls him all the way through, trying
Luke's
to split
attack.
that leg now. I thought I saw it. I thought he tapped. Yeah, inside heel here for Zaman, and he's going to look to stretch Davis's leg out. Davis trying to fight them grips, and he's going to immediately start attacking on his own here. Trying to isolate the right leg of Zaman, and now Zaman sits back on the right leg. Oh, now he's got almost like a power foot lock here, and immediately tries to weave through. To the inside heel of Zaman. He's got good position here. He's got that, well, we're basically in 50-50 here, so it's kind of going back and forth from attack to attack from that outside position. And I know that this looks very random.
Yeah, but it's not.
And I'm not saying this whole thing is calculated, but these guys absolutely understand the control that they're looking for. And if they don't have it, they're not falling back on it. You understand that the control needs to be there well before the submission can be attempted. And he's going to get the... And Davis falls on that inside heel. And Chase Davis is going to move on to face Mike Carpenter. Nice match there. Very good match. All right.
Okay, so a teen super fight.
Yeah,
here.
teen super fight. Randy Miley out of Marshall Way MMA taking on Julia D'Antonio out of South Jersey Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Juliana in the all black and green for Miley. And same thing, it's going to be 10 minutes. The only thing with these girls is there's not going to be any...
no twisting.
Yeah, no twisting leg locks. Right. Miley right to guard. Good posture by D'Antonio. Looking for the inside. Trying to fight them hands inside. Very good control of that. Very good control of the posture is Miley. Trying to stack here. She's got to watch for that triangle with that arm lock. Steps over top. Good defense here by D'Antonio. She's got to protect that arm too.
Yeah.
Holding on to that triangle is Miley. Miley has some super fight experience of her own. She's been in finishers. She's done the Radius Invitational. Also a Radius Invitational winner too is Juliana D'Antonio. And she's really stretching out. Miley doing a good job of holding on to that triangle. I don't really know the pressure that she's able to create because that toes are almost out. Almost out.
Nice job by Juliana.
Oh, and she's got the knee bar stuck here. She's got to get that second leg inside. Miley on that ankle there. Holding on to the head here is D'Antonio, trying to force her second leg in there to beat that ankle lock grip. Miley from that bottom position. Not real tight on the control here, and she's pulling back on the position. Trying to get to the back here is D'Antonio. And she's trying to. Yeah, she's got Ashigurami. Guys, I'm sorry if I'm a little more unfocused in this match. Juliana D'Antonio actually trains with us. Yeah. So it's a little more emotional for me here calling. But I'm going to do the best I can. Again, Miley. Oh, she jumps over to the triangle. Jumps that triangle arm lock. And she's almost got it. Miley doing a good job of now trying to get her leg over top. And she's got the arm. Miley almost out. And she does. Wow. D'Antonio rolls herself through. Trying to split the legs across. 50-50 position here for D'Antonio and Miley. Very exciting exchange between these two. I knew that this is what this match would be.
Yeah, these are special kids here. They're
very special.
They train a lot. They compete a lot. And it shows.
Again, 50-50 position here. Show the art finishers, 5 submission only, 170-pound division. This is one of the teen super matches, the last teen super match. Trying to go to omoplata here, but that leg is still inside. They're still in 50-50. I'm trying to actually wonder, how did she do that?
I don't know
how did she throw her leg up like that? Fights back to top position here. It is Miley. Now, D'Antonio's legs are still triangled to the outside. So I'm wondering if she's able to kind of like push the hip of Miley back over to her right side to kind of flatten her back out. But Miley is staying very tight here. Again, we're brought to you today by Hypnotic, 93 brand, Lanky Fightwear, Show the Art Academy, Kataro, Show the Art Podcast, Finishers Podcast, Playables, here at Pure MMA. Jay Regalbuter here with PJ Wakus. Ross the Boss got us all set up here, man. Grace, I got Grace right next to me. Grace Godger right next to me.
Grace, of course, was supposed to face Juliana here, but had an injury. And so Randy Miley steps in.
Back to the feet here is D'Antonio. Miley's Miley's a bit more, she's not diving into it right now. Back to guard here. Miley definitely wants this in the guard, you could tell.
Yep.
Steps that leg over from here. Is D'Antonio trying to block it? Is Miley. Almost has that arm back out. Is D'Antonio. She's going to take back to half guard here. Stands back up, trying to slice her knee through. Go to rubber guard here is Miley. So now she's trying to lock up. Has that high guard locked up. Now D'Antonio is pushing forward. She's going to try to get her shoulders back in here. So what they're waiting for is they're waiting for D'Antonio to move so that they can triangle these legs around her shoulders, okay? So D'Antonio is really trying to push her shoulders forward to beat this position. Easier said than done. Way easier said than done. She's got that arm right across the throat. She's really pushing forward here. And now she's off to the armbar. Here's Miley.
Oh,
D'Antonio does a good.
Nice.
D'Antonio does a good job of fighting that arm out, and she sits back. Holding on to that ankle is D'Antonio. Looked like it might be catching a breath
break.
here.
Yeah.
These two have been putting on a really good pace. Stands up now is Miley, trying to slice that knee forward. Corner's calling her to go to mount. D'Antonio does a good job of locking that leg back up. Again, Randy Miley on top at a Marshall Way MMA, Julia D'Antonio at a South Jersey Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And she does have a tight guillotine right now, does Miley, and she's trying to get over to mount. I say tight. Her arm is wrapped correctly.
Yeah.
And she's trying to get to this mount position, and she'll try to finish this guillotine from here. D'Antonio is hand fighting, and Miley is almost through. And she's really starting to crank it now.
Starting to stretch, but
yeah, she's starting to stretch now to crank that leg back. But I can't tell if D'Antonio is almost back to guard from here. She's going to get herself up and pops her head out. Trying to bring that other leg over top for that triangle again. Pops up. Does D'Antonio. She's on an angle here. Stuffed her on the roll over. And they roll all the way through. And D'Antonio's going to take top position.
But she's
got it. Here's the triangle. D'Antonio pops her head right out.
Geez.
The whole place is into this match. I knew this is what this match is going to be. D'Antonio takes top position.
That's why I love these team matches. They show flashes of brilliance in these things. Yeah.
This is beautiful. D'Antonio back to the feet.
Yeah,
Miley stays seated. 2 minutes. This has been 8 minutes already. Jeez. Back to her feet goes Miley.
Round kick.
Amazing how good these teen female competitors are, man. I'll be honest with you, man. Grace, you know what I mean? Grace has set a precedent.
Yeah, she has. Yeah.
Heavy on top now in the half guard is D'Antonio. Miley trying to get herself back to guard. D'Antonio pops out. Gets that right leg over, or trying to get that left leg over. Is Miley, high steps back. Now back to full guard.
This is where Miley's dangerous.
Yeah, this is where she wants to be. She's trying to zombie that arm there. Now she'll move to
the
omoplata. She rolls through again. And she, D'Antonio used this defense already, and it worked well. She's sitting back.
Yeah, she hooks the arm there as she's rolling.
Yeah, her corner's calling for her to finish the back roll, but it's easier said than done, man. There's some good pressure on that shoulder right now. And, she's trying to straighten out the arm of Miley.
Yeah.
All right, now she's back into the omoplata here. How much time we got left here?
It's got to be coming
she's
up.
just pushing herself, literally just forcing herself out of the position. Out to the single now. Walking around with it is D'Antonio.
20 seconds, I just heard.
20 seconds, man. Unbelievable. Tight on the hip now is D'Antonio. Trying to step herself over top. All right, I think we're going to see some overtime here. Gosh. All right, here we go.
All right.
D'Antonio and Miley.
Okay.
All right, D'Antonio wins. Miley's going to pick.
Okay, so Miley's on the attack first.
Yeah, Miley will be attacking first.
And so
it'll be from D'Antonio's back.
They're both.
Oh
starting
yeah,
already.
they've been practicing.
Yeah.
They know where they're going. Miley from the back. Hooks the feet as D'Antonio. I can't see if that's underneath. From that angle, I can't see if it's underneath the neck, but Miley's right arm is definitely going across something. I can't tell if she has her left hand grip. No, D'Antonio is actually inside on that arm.
Yes, Juliana's got the choking arm.
Yeah, she has the choking arm
Grabbed here with
controlled.
both.
Had it over top of the head momentarily. Trying to come over the shoulder now is Miley. She's got that body triangle, that left arm underhook. I mean, she's trying to choke, but D'Antonio's doing a good job with that. They're telling her to switch choking arms, so they want her to bring her left arm, Miley's left arm inside. D'Antonio's doing a good job of controlling that arm. Yeah, D'Antonio needs to move back towards that triangle. Pushes back towards that triangle. Now she's looking to turn her body. Miley with that arm underneath. She keeps trying to fight her. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going silent here momentarily. I'm so into this match right now. That's no excuse. She's fighting that grip there. It is D'Antonio from the back. Miley just really forcing that right arm across. Now she's got the body triangle. And she's still underhooked with the left arm, so she's still in somewhat of a seatbelt grip. Yeah. Trying to hook that leg is D'Antonio. Trying to bring that leg, or I'm sorry, trying to bring that arm over her head. Comes back to the other side. She almost has her back.
So close.
Yeah, almost. Now she's gonna bring her up. Let's see if she can get her hips higher. Is D'Antonio? Yeah, D'Antonio's trying to shake her now. Very high back mount right now for Miley. We're deep into this first round.
Yeah,
We gotta be.
so again, if we hit 5 minutes,
yeah, it'll end at 5
stops.
minutes. She's trying to ditch that leg. Easier said than done. Rolls through on that choke. D'Antonio keeps scrambling through. Oh, trying to arm block here from the back. Fighting that grip across. Yeah, fighting that grip across. She's fighting this grip. See her keep turning that back to the ground is D'Antonio. Oh, threw that right arm over quick. I don't know if she's under. I'm not sure if Miley's under, but she's definitely got something locked up. She's saying she's okay. She's thumbs up and that she's not. That she's okay. She's trying to bring that right leg over to trap that other arm. D'Antonio's almost out. Almost has that foot over top. If she gets that foot over, she might be free. All right, that was a lot of time. That was a lot of time. If I was D'Antonio.
Well, we know what position she's going to go for.
Yeah.
She loves the arm lock position.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. She might.
Oh,
almost.
I'm surprised.
Yeah. All right, seatbelt grip here. Falls to the side. Goes triangle here is D'Antonio from the back. Again, Miley, Randy Miley out of Marshall Way MMA.
And she's
has a win over.
to
Does have a
turn
win over
into her
Cora
here.
Second, one of the finishers here. And Miley's going to be out.
Okay.
Now that Miley's gained some ride time, she's choosing to go from arm lock from here. So I assume that she's looking for the finish now that she's grabbed a bunch of ride time.
And why not, right?
Yeah,
I
oh,
mean,
absolutely. immediately trying to get that leg over top is D'Antonio. Starts to work herself up, turns it into a triangle, does Miley. She still has that arm locked, and she's out now.
Okay.
All right, let's see where D'Antonio goes this way, this time.
Yeah. Okay. I think.
And she's going to go. She's going to go arm bar from
lock.
here.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Start from the arm lock. D'Antonio from that top position. Now, D'Antonio wins here. Or, I'm sorry.
If she submits.
Yeah, if she submits here, she wins. Oh, she's got the arm separated now. She does have it separated. She's trying to stretch it out. Miley's top half of her body is pretty far away here, but D'Antonio's got a good grip on that arm. She's going to get out. Still got another round.
Okay, one more round.
Round number 3. Again, way up on ride time. Miley's way up on ride time, and she might be going to snag a little more ride time now.
Yeah, it's up a little high. Oh.
Yeah, they're not happy with the grips.
Yeah.
And these girls, what a show, huh? What a show. I thought this match was going to be one of the best. She's got her right on the face. She's got to fight that top hand off. Miley is right across that face there. And she's stretching. Dude, these girls are so tough, man. So tough.
Crazy, isn't it?
She's not quite underneath. But she's trying to fight that top arm off as D'Antonio. Miley with the body triangle here. Again, trying to fight that top arm is D'Antonio. All right, breaks those grips. She's underneath, man. She's deep underneath
palm
there.
To palm.
Yeah, palm to palm. And that is tight, man. D'Antonio is just not giving up, man. Fights that grip again, dude. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if Miley's arms might be getting tired from holding on, from squeezing. D'Antonio fighting that arm off, and she is starting to shake them hands. Starting to turn to the correct side here is D'Antonio. After this, we're going to move right on to the semifinals. After the semifinals, we'll have our main event super fight, and then we'll get to our main event. She's back underneath here, breaks that grip again is D'Antonio. She's doing it. She's going to tap. D'Antonio's going to tap, but it's not done yet. D'Antonio still has to.
So if
Miley has to escape in a specific amount of time. Waiting for the time. 1 minute 45 seconds. She has to submit.
Okay.
All right, here. Yeah, Miley's almost out here. She's got her back to the
so
ground.
Close.
Just pushing that head away. She's almost escaped. Yeah, and I think she's just about out here. What a match by these two, man. What a match.
Yeah, okay.
Absolute war between these two ladies.
Great job by these girls.
Absolute war. What a fantastic job. What a great job by these two. Wow. And Randy Miley's going to take it by way of submission in the third overtime. All right, so we're moving on here to the semifinals of the 170-pound tournament.
All right.
John Blank, Ethan Krellenston. On deck, Carpenter and Chase Davis. All right, here we go. 10 minutes on the clock. Show the art. Finishers 5 here, 170-pound tournament. Krellenston immediately sits. I think Thor said, beat me to it. He said. Sits, gets that shin across. This Krellinston. Turns back across, looking to sit Thor to his hip. Thor takes that position without resistance. He's got that ankle locked up. That X guard stretched out. As that Ashigurami setting him to his hip. Krellinston folds that leg out of it. Thor takes center seated. Krellinston trying to give up that left leg to get to a position here. Knee forward. Hand on the armpit. Both these guys with quick submissions in their last matches. Very quick submissions in their last matches, so they should be well rested here for each other. Krellinston now in, Thor's got that inside Sakako, that honey hole here, looking for that inside heel hook on Krellinston. Krellinston trying to get that leg free. Krellinston here on short notice too, and yeah, it keeps that. As Thor's trying to get to that heel hook, notice that Krellinston's foot, he kept that heel turned out into the mat, or turned into the mat. I'm sorry, just to really hide that heel from Thor while he was trying to mount his escape here. Knee across here for Krellinston. Thor kind of moving, waiting to move inside transition here.
I think Ethan caught a knee to the face there. Accidental.
Seated here, rolls through again, gets to that honey hole. That saddle position here is Thor. Krellinston doing a good job making sure it's not secured for long. Move him right back to center. Shin to shin. Krellinston trying to get both feet inside here. Thor pushing forward here, gets that knee to the mat.
And I think this is where Ethan wants to be.
Oh,
honestly,
for sure.
I mean,
for sure.
Yeah, he's given up weight, but man, he's got a really stringy guard.
Yeah, sitting back again for this outside heel hook here. Is Thor.
Man, again, Ethan's got these rubber joints, man.
Yeah, now he triangles the legs. Thor separates it again.
Oh man, that's gotta hurt.
Stretching that. Oh, he does have his foot stuck in there. Jeez, I didn't realize Ethan's toes were in there.
Oh,
Krellinston to the back here.
Now again, this is where
body triangle.
Okay, because that's the transition where Blank got to the knee on his last match.
Correct. Yes. Yeah, Krellinston trying to get that right leg up and over. So he's holding that triangle. Let's see. Look for Krellinston to go with a one-on-one grip. A one-on-one grip on one of the wrists to try to isolate one of the shoulders. Now he's going to, there's the one-on-one I was talking about. Look for him to move that hand down to the hip. Good job of splitting them grips, this Thor.
Oh, and look what Ethan's doing. He's just forcing his head to go in the opposite direction so he can't get his back to the mat.
It's so calculated.
Yeah. Yep.
It's so calculated. Now he gets that left leg over. Now he's got his arm trapped behind. Now you look for Ethan.
See if he goes to the triangle.
Yeah, he's going to
the
triangle for sure. He's got it locked, but here's the thing. Thor's got that foot trapped. It's definitely going to make it much tighter if Ethan gets that leg free, which he did just do.
And
now look for him to finish probably arm lock or attempt to finish arm lock here. Look for Thor to try to articulate himself inside to try to get, his corner's calling. He's got to get to his knees. You got to defend this by getting to a regular triangle position.
Right.
Krellinston with that arm. Believe me, that Krellinston is looking to finish this with the arm, not the triangle.
Not the triangle. But
and he gets the tap.
He did get the
Krellinston
arm.
is going to finish with the arm lock.
Wow.
From that triangle position from the back. And the 145-pound late step-in is moving on to the finals. I'm
telling you, 2019 ADCC.
Right?
Ethan Krellinston. Watch him in that division.
Ethan Krellinston moving on to the finishers finals here. Now we have Mike Carpenter, 10th Planet Ann Arbor, taking on Nice Guy Submissions, Chase Davis. All right, red and black for Davis, black and purple for Carpenter. And here we go. That's it. We got the one,
So we
two,
got
three.
the-
We got 3 matches
Yeah.
left.
Yep.
Winner of this going to move on to the finals to face Ethan Krellinston. Davis sits. Carpenter stepping inside. Davis starts turning that body inside. Let's see if he underhooks with that right arm. Does very well from that reverse De La Riva position. Turns it inside. Based out is Carpenter, who's stepping over on the arm. Oh, wow.
Oh,
man.
wow.
Mike Carpenter on the
Man.
inversion going
Wow.
through. Davis's arm got trapped between his legs and his shoulders. And Michael Carpenter's going to arm lock Chase Davis and move on to the finals all the way from Detroit. Or no, Michigan?
Ann Arbor,
Ann Arbor,
Michigan.
Ann Arbor,
Yeah.
Michigan, yeah.
Yeah.
And Mike Carpenter moving
Oh.
on to the finals.
Wow.
All right, and
All
here
right.
we are. So finals, we got Ethan Krellinston,
Okay.
Mike Carpenter. And let me tell you, this lineup for 170 was stacked.
Yeah.
Stacked. All right, here we go. We have Jason Rao, Zapatero, 185-pound champion, Global Grappling League, 170-pound champion, Subspectrum, 170, 185-pound champion, Rise Invitational, 170-pound champion, taking on Marcel Goncalves. He's a 4-time IBGF Worlds medalist, 1 time at the black belt podium, Pan American champion as a brown belt. He's got wins over Davi Ramos, Mike Fowler, Clark Gracie, Merlo Santana. So Goncalves in the black and green, red and black for Rao. And this is a $1,600 cash prize brought to you by Cash Chicks and Championships, Hold Fast Fight Gear, Hayabusa, and Vita Cryotherapy. Pushing away here is Rao, staying in that butterfly. Over and underhook here for Goncalves. Marcel Goncalves out of Fight Sports Naples. Fight Sports' first actual student. Impressive, man.
Yeah.
Black belt under Cyborg. Trying to step that leg over top. Rao squares himself off, pushes away. Also 2-time EBI semifinalist is Goncalves. Pushing forward. Rao extending that left leg. Got that right leg over the shoulder. Puts it back into the butterfly. Goncalves backs that leg out. Pushing that head away. Rao staying inside butterfly. Back to the feet is Goncalves. Pushing that head forward. Rao with that arm drag. He's pretty far past too. Go,
he's gonna
snuck that right leg
transition
right
to the
over top. That was beautiful. Goncalves postures himself up, pulls that head and arm out. That was a nice setup though by Rao. Gets that right leg up and over the shoulder again. I'm not sure if he's getting that up and over there or if it's more Goncalves looking for the underhook. Because he's stuffing that that left hip of Rao tight. Knowing that he doesn't want Rao to get that leg out. Rao folds that other leg over top. Trying to stack here. To get past. Feeds that other leg over is Rao. Trying to invert to get to that leg. Throwing that right leg, or I'm sorry, left leg over top. He is almost around to it. Goncalves takes top position, lets him articulate through. Back to the middle here. It's our super match main event here at Show the Art Finishers 5. Submission only, 170-pound division. This is the main event of the super matches. Incredible action again here today, man. And dude, the ladies, man. Both.
Yeah. Never
Two
disappoint.
14-year-olds, man.
Never
disappoint.
disappoint.
Rao's got that right leg across. Trying to arm drag again. Goncalves pulls that arm back free. Pushing forward. Again, both these guys not interested in jumping into anything as safe here. There's a lot of money on the line. You know what I mean? This isn't just for
right. It's not just for
it's not
just
for
the
pride
win.
or say who won here.
It's for cash.
But don't get me wrong, they'd probably be going at this the same way even if it wasn't.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit more thought going into it just because of that money, but that's about it. Right leg over the shoulder again for Rao. Steps back. 6 minutes left here. Goncalves from a standing position. Rao seated. Trying to grab for that far leg is Rao. Now he isolates. Very nice setup. Goncalves, good job of getting that knee line free. A nice jump to position there. Rao sits. Goncalves looking to pass here. Yeah, and two very different strategies here. I mean, Rao's, specifically looking to get the back or attack the lower extremities here. Goncalves is trying to pass. They're legit trying to pass guard here. Back to the feet. Immediately sits again. Five minutes left. Trying to elevate with that butterfly now is Rao. Marcel sits back. Holding on to that arm drag now is Rao. Goncalves re-angles his body to make that arm drag ineffective. Stacking Rao heavy now. Goncalves out to the side. Almost here to north-south. All right, he's going to secure himself here into side control. Let's see where he tries to move from here. Good shoulder pressure here. On top by Marcel. Cyborg black belt. Rao under Matt Serra does a lot of training with that death squad up with Danaher at Enzo Gracie, Manhattan. Man, what a tournament today. This flew by.
And fast, yeah.
This was.
So many
was a quick one.
submissions, yeah.
Yeah, he's got good shoulder pressure here. Rao trying to hip escape back the other side to create a bit of space, get himself back to some kind of semblance of a guard. Heavy shoulder pressure on top. It's Goncalves. Bottom side control for Rao. Again, here at the main super match, main event super match here at Show the Art Finishers 5, sub only, 170-pound division. Ethan Krellinston, Michael Carpenter. Oh, he's got some. He's trying to sit himself to. I don't know if he's trying to get to like 100 kilos. Yeah. Rao works himself back to guard, looking omoplata. Goncalves escapes. Get brought to you today by 93 Brand, Lanky Fightwear, Show the Art Academy, Kataro, Show the Art Podcast, Finishers Podcast, Hypnotic, Playables. Sponsoring this main event here for the $1,600 cash prize. Cash Chicks and Championships, Hold Fast Fight Gear, Hayabusa, and Vita Cryotherapy. $2,000 prize for the 170-pound champion. Still seated here. Trying to get through that guard is Goncalves. Stacking. Rao just keeping himself. He's really doing a good job.
That shin in is really a great way to get.
Yeah.
Great way to keep that distance.
Yeah, and not get stacked.
Yeah.
Squared off, Rao back to the feet, pushing forward. Minute and a half left here, and then we'll go to overtime. Rowler is back. Trying to get to the back from here off that arm is Rao. Maintaining top position. It's Conclave's battle, moves him back to center. Standing position here for Conclaves. Double unders again. Rao trying to hook that arm. He'll try to get his leg out and over now. There you go. Gets to that omoplata. Gogoplata immediately just brings that arm over top. Pushes forward. Gonclaves backs up. Elevates that leg. Yeah, we got to be close to time here. 30 seconds. Gonclaves back to the feet. Trying to go inverted here. Pushing forward here is Rao. Trying to slide in with that half guard. Reverse de la Hiva. Gets himself underneath. Trying to isolate. All right, moving to overtime. Same thing, 3 rounds. All right, and it looks like Rao's going to start from that back position here in the first round of the overtime. Conclave's blocking like doesn't even want him to get the grip. You don't even get to start with that. Pulls that leg up. Immediately is Conclave's pulling that leg up to try to get his back to the ground. Yeah, it makes it really difficult to hold that back position when they have that leg elevated.
Yeah.
Notice Conclave's how he picked up that foot immediately, almost before he did anything else. He immediately picked that foot up. Oh, boy.
Hey-o.
Yo,
What's up, Jam?
This has been like a PG commentary the whole time.
I'm not going to curse. I won't curse. I learned from last time. Dude,
Combat Jiu-Jitsu
the Jiu-Jitsu,
veteran.
sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, Combat
Go ahead, make my
Jiu-Jitsu
introduction.
veteran. J.M. Holland.
Thanks,
I wanna
man.
scream.
Dude, the Jiu-Jitsu today has been insane.
Outstanding, man. Outstanding. That 170-pound division. My goodness.
There's guys, I mean, dude, Ethan today, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's top to bottom, dude. That 170-pound division. The girls match. Oh my
Those
God,
matches
those
dope.
are great, aren't they?
Awesome.
This is high tech excuse me. This is high tech right here.
Oh yeah, yeah. How about Mike Carpenter, man? What
Dude,
a run
he's
for
on.
him.
Yeah.
Dude, he
What
just.
a run
I
for
didn't
him.
even see it. I looked away because Thor just came off the mat, and then he's just done. So I mean, he's got a good shot. Mike Carpenter's got that D1 wrestler like mentality. You know what I mean? He's coming in there to win. Obviously, that's next, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What's he got here? He's like over his arms here.
Yes, he is. Actually, he does have a seatbelt, but he's got that
He's
left
over his
leg
arms.
over top.
He could turn
Oh,
this
yeah,
into like
right.
a.
He's got
yes.
his left arm trapped.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
what he's how to finish that there. It might like a short choke, maybe.
I don't know, man.
Nah,
I don't
yeah.
think that was 100% where he wanted to be.
Nah.
I think he was trying to make the best of it.
Yeah.
So now we're at bottom of the second, right?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm
All right,
throwing
here
you
we
guys
go.
off track. Here we go.
No. Right to that body triangle. He's tight. Rao already getting that back to the mat, trying to articulate inside that triangle here. He's doing a really good job of it, too.
And
Back to the mat, gets that arm over top. Trying to turn into that triangle might be a little more difficult than I was going to say. Just get your back to the ground. Let him take him out.
Does Marcel compete in a lot of these tournaments like this rule set?
He's a two-time semifinalist in EBI.
Okay, I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, Cyborg black belt, man. He's
Damn, that's gangster.
yeah. Yeah, first fight sports student ever.
Oh.
Nice transition by Rao, but Goncalves immediately postures himself out of it.
Guys are good, man.
Yes, they are. Not for nothing. It would have been
Composed.
beautiful to see these guys in the mix of the 172.
Yeah. Okay. So
17
comes down.
seconds.
Yeah,
He's got to
comes down
hold
to
for
this
17.
Right here. Yeah.
17 seconds he's got to hold for.
Come on, Jason.
So Rao's got to escape here.
Yeah, he's got that tight. Goncalves going to hold
Stand
on
up.
to this.
Stand up.
There he goes where he's turning
Oh, it's
inside
close.
again.
Come on.
Oh, this is going to come down to John Battle, isn't it? John Battle called
Come on.
it, called if he's out or not. And he's
Oh.
out.
Dude, he
he
beat it.
wins.
He beat it. That's Jason.
Yeah.
That's Jason.
I
think
out.
so
I
too.
definitely
thought he was out. Yeah.
That was really close, but I thought he was out.
Who won?
Is it tie?
No.
It is tied. Unbelievable.
What does it
Dude,
say on
that
the
was
stop
so close. They said both timed.
Ooh.
So they're running 2 clocks today, and they're saying they were both.
line? Run it again.
Exact.
Run it again.
They're going to run
Yeah,
one more round.
Run it
right?
back.
One more round, right?
Run it back.
One more round.
Yeah. Awesome.
Run it back. Run it back. At finishers, we run it back.
Unbelievable.
We do what
All
we
right.
want.
Bring that back, Erica.
All right, so they're going to do one more round here. So this round will call it.
Overtime.
So, yeah.
Sudden
Yeah.
death overtime.
Rouse starting from the back.
You got to do the
Goncalves
PJ
out.
Barch and stand up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the.
Looks like
that's
he-
Just shrug him off.
look at
yeah.
here.
All right,
There
so
it
he turns
is.
the body.
Okay.
Oh,
Out.
all right, here we
That was
go. What was
quick.
that time? What was that time?
15 seconds. God, we're going to have
Oh,
to start
man.
going to tenths and hundreds
Right.
of seconds here. It's going to be like a swim meet. Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, Rao is
he's
turning
got a grip on him.
frantically.
Oh,
Goncalves holding on.
oh, man. So close.
Time, and Goncalves
There
is
it
going
is.
to take it.
Wow.
Marcel Goncalves out of Fight Sports Naples is going to take it by ride time, by seconds. And he's going to take that $1,600 check. Brought to you by Cash Chicks and Championships, Hold Fast Fight Gear, Hayabusa, and Vito Cryotherapy. Oh, we getting some Vape Bright goods too. Vape Brights. Vape Brights
Bright's
got
a
them
great
CBDs
product,
on
by the way.
lockdown. Very nice. All right, here we are. Yeah. All right, here we go. Ethan Krellenston,
Oh, he's got the cash out.
the main event. Ethan Krellenston at a TriStar. Trains with that
We
Death
don't-
Squad.
We don't have
big
any women
check.
to give to him, so it's just cash
Yeah.
and championships.
Well, you can turn that cash into a lot of things.
I don't think that's legal nowadays. It's not in
Depends on
good
what
taste.
state. Depends on what state.
Dude, all the way out here from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Mike Carpenter, 10th Planet Ann Arbor, getting ready to take on TriStar's Ethan Krellenston, ADCC veteran, EBI veteran. Carpenter didn't come all the way out here to lose, though. $2,000 on the line. Finishers show the art.
5.
5 title on the line. All right, here we go. Again, we're brought to you by 93 Brand Lanky Fightwear, Show the Art Academy, Kataro, Show the Art Podcast, Finishers Podcast, Hypnotic, and Playables here at Pure Mixed Martial Arts. Home of Andy Main and Mikey Main. On the bottom, brown rash guard for Krellenston, black and purple on top for Carpenter. Going
Dude.
that reverse De La Hiva.
Ethan's legs are a real problem.
Oh, they really
Yeah.
are,
A
man.
real problem.
He knows how to use them well.
You know, you got to watch out for that triangle on the bottom. Like, he just pulls that bottom leg out so quick.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
You got to watch the triangle from like every position. with
Yeah,
him.
yeah. Well, that's what we knew going
Shoot.
into Thor's match. Like,
Yeah.
you know, Thor's.
We were talking
ahead.
about your
Oh,
win
look
over
at
you.
this.
Dragon, Carpenter, aggressive man. Pushes him back, stands back up. I'm really excited. I got to see Thor and Gonzalez too. That was one I wanted to see
Dude,
as well.
that's a huge win for
Yeah,
Thor.
it is.
Really
That is a
big
huge win.
Really
James
big.
is a,
Oh, he's a monster.
He's a beast, yeah.
you know, James did what he was supposed to do. He went after Thor, and you know it's tough doing jiu-jitsu to Thor. You know, and then in the other match, like you know, it just shows how good Ethan's jiu-jitsu is. He's in here fighting guys bigger than him. You know, it's crazy.
I said 2019, man. ADCC, watch.
I would never fight 170.
Really watch.
35, that's it. 35 is my weight class. If I'm out of that weight class, I'm in trouble.
Oh, went on that Estima lock quick. Did Carpenter. Cronston holding on to that leg, trying to high leg over with the right leg.
He's good. Oh.
Trying to lace that leg through. Carpenter, good job.
Nice.
Rolling himself out, back to the feet. Stepping that leg inside is Carpenter. Cronston articulating underneath. Carpenter follows that crab ride. Yep, he's going to scoot his hips out.
Climb up.
Yeah, he's not looking to move too quick here. I'd assume he's making sure he's got that control in place before he moves up any higher.
Nice way to keep the hips down.
Yeah. Cronston
what's going to happen?
Lays those hips heavy to the ground.
Oh, what's going to happen?
Trying to push him over top. Back to a neutral position here. Cronston, one leg inside, rolls himself underneath again.
Look at this.
Carpenter lets him roll.
Why don't I do that?
Although we were talking about your win over Ethan Cronston.
Yeah.
Place erupted, man. I remember that.
Yeah, it should.
It should, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Fought him 2 more times after that.
Yeah.
We didn't bring those up.
No, we didn't. Yeah, we didn't
Oh
talk
well,
about
yeah, I did fight him 2 more. I didn't duck him. You know what I mean? I don't appreciate that. Like in jiu-jitsu, man, I just fight whoever. You know what I mean? Like
absolutely.
You know.
Yeah, Cronston, good job of controlling that arm. That's what he was just saying. I was just saying, break that arm. Don't let him control that arm. Rolls himself underneath again from that reverse De La Hiva. Trying to take top position, but man, you know, Carpenter's
nice and patient.
Yeah, man, he's standing up. He's making sure he's higher. He's not letting himself get sat down and then, you know, letting that sweep be completed. Stands back up, backs out, re-engage. Came a long way here, man, to win this tournament, win this belt, win this $2,000.
Detroit.
Yeah, man.
It's brand new out there too. Adelaide, Cleveland, just brand new. He actually was like kind of. That's why he wasn't here. He's like holding down the new place. So.
Now, is it in Ann Arbor or is it in Detroit?
It was. I think his school was in Ann Arbor, but now he's in Detroit.
Okay.
Gotcha. 6 minutes left here. Cronston going reverse again. Trying to get that leg underneath. He's not giving up on his.
Might be trying to jump to Mike's other leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's staying with the
for
crab
back
ride.
fake,
Grab. Almost. Carpenter, let's see if he stays down.
That's a
Cronston
mistake.
is trying to keep him down, but I'll tell you what,
wrestling.
Carpenter, that's what he has to do. He can't let himself get sucked into Cronston's game. And by getting back to his feet and letting everything just restart again, it's you know, much better in his favor, right? Cronston's experience from you know, at these levels is incredible. Oh, he went for that knee bar then.
Quick. Jumped on
You
that.
got to gather the other leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got good defense here, but now he might have, you know, put himself into this leg entanglement game with
he's
Ethan.
good. I think he's good. I think he's got his knee out.
Yep. And he's out. Cronston going to maintain top position though.
DM's right there.
Knee slides across, full mount. Oh man, watch that left leg. Watch that left leg jump over for that triangle. He's got that arm trapped.
What's he going to do here?
I don't know. I was wondering too. He let that arm go.
Ethan's real smart. See how he doesn't mount?
Yep.
He don't mount.
Yeah.
He don't want to.
Dude, he is waiting for him to do something. You could just tell how he's staying perched like that. He's waiting for Carpenter to move a specific way. Trying to elevate
come up
now.
on a single or something.
Yeah. Carpenter's got to hold that leg.
Okay,
There's
I was
the
going to say, he
Kimura.
loves the Kimura.
Exploding
To the triangle.
in. It's Carpenter. Oh, Ethan threw up again for a triangle.
Wow.
Carpenter backs his hips out. Stands
What's
back to his
time?
feet,
Nice.
resets.
4 minutes to go.
4 minutes, was that? Okay.
4 minutes.
Slides himself back in, reverse de la Hiva. Going underneath.
Man, he's just
Yeah, he's
sticking
trying
with
to
that
isolate
crab
that
ride.
leg.
Look at that.
Pushes away, does Carpenter.
Ooh.
Trying to get to his back.
Watch the
Yeah,
camera.
move. Move.
Oh, Krellinston's in a head and arm. Oh, he was inside the guard, though. Inside the guard.
Yeah.
All right, now they can restart him.
Okay.
I was screaming moving at the mic, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Sorry.
What do we have? Just over 3 minutes?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, just over 3 minutes here. Krellinston still remains seated. Carpenter takes a knee. Pushing forward is Krellinston.
Krellinston doesn't want to go to overtime with Mike. That would be
Right.
that would be his best way.
Yeah.
I think. You know, I think it's cool. Like at this tournament, I think like not a lot of people are playing for overtime, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
As a guy
Not
like
today.
Yeah.
They
finishers.
sure weren't.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah,
this
that
is the
Kimura
spot.
grip takes it to his back. Gets that second leg in.
Bro, his overtime is so sick.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, like sometimes you can't blame
Yeah.
dudes for playing for overtime. No, like there's just some dudes you run into in a tournament, you're not gonna straight up.
I mean,
beat.
you're not always going to submit. the
Yeah,
top
I mean, you
guys,
can't
right?
ask everybody to do that.
So-
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm allowed to talk a little smack on my own tournament. You know what I mean? A little
It's just
bit.
reality. That's just,
Yeah,
you know.
but it's, you know.
Yeah, Carpenter do a good job hand fighting here, not letting Krellinston get underneath.
Oh, that might be in. We can't see.
Yeah, I can't see from this angle if it's underneath. Not that it has to be.
That's
Oh,
in.
2 minutes
Yeah,
is not
it's
what you
tight.
wanted to hear.
Oh,
And Ethan
wow.
Krellinston,
Submits
the
his way
late-
to the win.
the late
Wow.
replacement,
Awesome.
145-pound
Nice.
champion, is going to jump into the 117-pound bracket, take out Mike Carpenter, take out John Blank, take out Khalil Fadala, take out Alex Neiman, all while being the smallest person here. And your finishers, your show the art finishers 170-pound champion by way of rear naked choke. And I'll tell you what, well deserved.
That's good. Yeah, that's
Nick
really good.
Massington from Rat Pack Fighting Systems gives his normal breakout performance, gives a $200 bonus, and that's going to Mike Carpenter from 10th Planet Ann Arbor. Well deserved.
Yeah.
Went through an arsenal of people to get to the finals here.
Show the camera.
And now we have Ethan Krellinston picking up his second finisher's title here at 170 pounds nonetheless. Unbelievable. Another fantastic day.
Yeah.
And show the art finishers 5, sub only 170-pound champion. I'm Jay Riggle Buter here with PJ Wakus, JM Holland on the mic here. Ross
I'm gonna go
Sherr
get some
put
pictures.
together.
Yo,
Awesome.
Go ahead,
thank
go
you
ahead.
guys so
All right,
much.
brother.
Ross killed
Thank
it
you,
again
Ross.
today. Hey, real
Killing
quick,
it
I'm
as
just going to
always,
run
man.
through the sponsors. 93 Brand, Lanky Fightwear, Show the Art Academy, Kataro, Show the Art Podcast, Finishers Podcast. Hypnotic was a huge sponsor today. Playables, main event sponsors were Cash Chicks and Championships, Hold Fast Fight Gear, Hayabusa, Vita Cryotherapy. Big thanks to Pure MMA for having Finishers 5 here. Can't wait for 6.
Can't wait for the next one. Peace. Wow, that was killer. That was the best one, I think.